Let's see. I'm trying to copy my YouTube chat. So let's think. Let me see. There we go. That's better. So now I can see if anybody says anything. Damn, I gotta do that every time I go live, huh? That's crazy. Man, I'm learning all this on my own. I'm figuring it out though. We pushing through it. That's my. I'm about to just be browsing on here. All in all, man, I'm exhausted, bro. I'm exhausted. I've been moving. I hate the echo in my apartment, my new apartment, because I don't know, the echo bothers me. But this week, man, I'm gonna finally get my stuff in here. I'm gonna get my desk. I'm gonna get my my couch, my lamps, my bed. That shit crazy, bro. I've been on the couch. Did I say couch? I've been thugging. I'm tired, bro, but yeah, I thought it was only right to come up in here and, make my first stream in my first spot. I love this spot low key though. It's one thing that when you living in Miami, right? When you staying in Miami, Miami is a big it's a big place. Miami bigger than what folks think it is, but bro, living here in Miami is just it's different sides of Miami. You got to pick and choose. Now that I don't live there no more, I can really just talk about Biscayne. I love Biscayne Boulevard. Love Biscayne Boulevard, bro. Like Biscayne was my spot for real. On the northeast side, northeast Biscayne Boulevard. It was that boulevard had everything. That boulevard had everything, bro. Everything I needed. You talk about restaurants. That boulevard had shoot. My LA Fit, my gym was there. You know what I'm saying? Everything was up there, up that way. So, yeah, man. And I know for sure I'm gonna miss being up there for sure. But, you know, sometimes in life you gotta maneuver and make it do what it do, man. Like, but yeah. I ain't gonna say where I'm at right now. I'm in Miami still, but I'm on a different side of Miami. How do I do this? So I can I actually la 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 wait till I get my money right. Let me see if I can actually let's see if this will work. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm checking my YouTube live chat just to see if it'll work for me. And it's working, it's up and working. I had to learn. I'm learning, y'all. And though it ain't nobody in here, I had to learn all this stuff on my own, like just trying to get it together, man. Let me see. Can I? I had to learn all this stuff on my own. I'm gonna take this way too. Back to life. Back to reality. Okay, let's put the chat here. All right, bet. But yeah, man, new spot in Miami. I'm figuring it out. I'm getting things together, and I'm parched. Hold up, I'll be back. I'm parched, gang. Niggas is thirsty. And I don't know, man. I just hit stream. Like, I don't got a plan of what I'm be streaming about. Certain videos that come across, I guess I'm gonna give them attention. But yeah, it didn't really no plan about what I'm gonna stream or anything like that. But you know, I've been sleeping majority of the day, bro. And it was Tuesday. I know folks think like, bro, what do you do all day? Sleep, bro. Sleep. All this moving back and forth. See, one thing about moving, when you move, you gotta change addresses. You gotta get your affairs in order. And then on top of that, I just went and got my passport because I got tired of people bullying me. You know what I'm saying? Always saying, oh, you ain't got your passport? What? You ain't too old and I be having your passport. Whatever, who cares? But I'm getting my passport. Just my storage, I'm back and forth there. Then running errands that I gotta run and stuff like that. And I'm on spring break right now. So I ain't have to go in and whatever to the university, but yeah, bro, just the back and forth had me. I'm exhausted, bro. I'm spent. I'm tired. Yeah, I mean, but for the most part, we in here relaxing. I'm catching up on my Z's. Like, I'm taking advantage of this time because after this week is up, it's back to the grind. Back to the grind. So I'm taking advantage of all my free time by actually relaxing, kicking my feet up and shit like that. We ain't gonna be doing too much, you know what I'm saying? But I think Friday. Yeah, bro. Friday morning, I gotta go all the way to the north side of Miami on Biscayne. I gotta I gotta get all my stuff from the storage. And I'm thinking about hiring a moving company, but whatever, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I might get movers, but then again, like the dudes who move my stuff into the storage, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's some furniture that's they wasn't handled properly. So I'm like, I'm iffy with all that. Like, I'm iffy with trying to let them handle my do my moving without me supervising them. So I might just get a U-Haul truck and just for the sake of it, watch them like load the U-Haul truck with my supervision. Because I feel like if I'm there, I could prevent some of my stuff being damaged. And I ain't want to be a Karen. I ain't want to be one of them dudes that would like, well, I'm about to go tell his company. I'm about to write him up. Like, I don't want to do too much, but y'all did chip my bed frame. Like, my bed frame, and that's not it. That's an expensive bed frame. Y'all did chip bed frame. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, Friday morning, bro. I'm going to grab all my stuff. I'm gonna set up my new spot. I think outside in the living room. That's gonna be where I stream and do most of my videos. Cause I'm in the bedroom right now, and it's just like, bro, I need my bedroom space to be peaceful. I used to record videos in my bedroom at my last apartment, and it didn't make sense to me because I had so much space in my living room, but I would record in my living room too. I'd be back and forth, but now solidified. I'm streaming and recording outside in the living room, bro. Like, we ain't doing too much. But yeah, man. This stream this stream is just gonna be me yapping, bro. Me yapping and watching videos that come across maybe in the near future, I have some things that's set up to where, if it's a video, I'll talk about it and shit like that. But it ain't nothing in particular set up for tonight. But there is this one video I'm about to watch right now. Do friendships just suck now? Like, I be seeing certain things come across my little YouTube, feed or whatever. And I'm exhausted. And this one, I kind of raised my eyebrow for this one because what do you mean, do friendships just suck now? Like, and when I seen this video, I kind of was like, I was thinking like, yo, let me think about it. Like, okay, do friendships just suck now? I had to start thinking when I read that title, like, okay, so there's people out here that's like still making friendships. Like, they're still making friends and, going to certain events or, hanging around certain areas with the mindset of, I'm looking to make new friends. This 2026, so I didn't think anybody was on that because I'm the type of person, all my friends, we got 10 years plus. We're 10 years plus. So I don't gotta go make new friends. But when I read it, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Not everybody's like me. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here that is still kind of like in the realm of making friends. Well, hold on, let me check my... Yeah, I think that's better. But yeah, there's some people out there still in the realm of making friends. So I seen this video. I'm like, yo, bro, I want to see what he talking about. Because what does it look like in the landscape of making friends? Because in Miami, I'm not going to lie to you, it's cliques. Miami's cliques. Like, if you love to work out, you going to go to spaces where they work out. And that's how you going to make your friends or acquaintances. I don't know, if you love cars, there's certain spots in Miami where car lovers go, and that's where you make your friends at. Like, it's a lot of that in Miami, but it's normally like cliques. Friends, that shit deeper than what you know what I'm saying? I think that word friend is deeper than what folks would want it to be. And I think when you in your big age, I think sometimes we get too old to be making friends. Acquaintances, yeah. Like we work together, so we got a common goal for the company or wherever we work at. That's why we stay in contact. But friends is folks that come over your crib, that you binge watch TV shows with, that you go to food spots and you go to, I don't know, just events and all that. Strictly platonic. But at our age, if you in your late 20s, early 30s, it's just like, you still out here trying to make friends? So, you know, I ain't gonna be too harsh and be like, that's some loser shit, because whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I seen this video. I'm trying to see what Cud talk about though. Let's see.
Since they banned peace and happiness and the American news cycle has forced the Onion into bankruptcy, I can't help but wonder about all the small joys we have left in life. And all the clever ways we find to destroy that too.
The second that you give me some weird energy, the second that I genuinely will just like silently cut you out of my life.
I cut off people like this.
I love cutting people off. I'll cut you off for no reason and not even tell you.
Stop surrounding yourself with loser friends. If you're not useful in my life, you're getting cut off.
Protecting your peace is...
If you're not useful in my life, you're getting cut off. Now, I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm not no sexist dude or nothing like that, but majority of people talking so far is women. Now, I got a theory about that in the back of my mind, but we're going to keep watching.
The new luxury.
Friendship is so vital to a happy life, but a good one can be hard to come by. I'm not making this to say that I have nobody in my life. That's not true. There are a lot of people who care about me. That's not a brag. Yeah, I just wanted to pretend that I was struggling and that nobody loved me kind of like you, but really, my life freaking rocks, dude. But for the longest time, I felt like I had no friends, and even today, I kind of fight with those thoughts in my head, so I'm speaking from that experience. Also, none of that disclaimer was necessary, because none of the people that I consider to be friends are gonna watch this. They don't watch my videos faithfully, and that's fine, I don't care. I hate you all. I do have one good friend who I know will watch this because he watches all my videos from start to finish, and I'm not talking about him this entire time. Hey buddy, thanks. I'm not gonna say his name here to protect his privacy, but so he knows that I am talking about him, I will give his home address and social security number. So this friend, okay, it's 7.
Life without friends is crazy.
You, just you,
No,
building your
we ain't
app
got YouTube Premium over here.
on base 44.
For context, I am the youngest of 4. I have 3 older sisters. And so if to this point there were parts of my personality that you couldn't quite place, now you know. Growing up, I didn't know firsthand what a friend is supposed to be like. I mean, I would see my sisters and their friends, and I would see Disney Channel shows interpretation of what friendship is supposed to be. Those were things that I had never experienced firsthand, and I couldn't quite copy them. For one thing, I didn't own a trench coat that could fit 2 children stacked on top of each other. And when my sisters and their friends come over to watch Tinkerbell, apparently telling them that Vidya is my favorite and that I wanted to be a wind fairy is not the move.
Why do they have boy fairies in the movie? Stop laughing at me! I just wanted to be included!
When you're 11, 15-year-olds look 30, and all I wanted to do my entire childhood life was to be accepted by them. And so like a researcher studying a foreign species, I tried to measure all the actions that merited a favorable response, so I could therefore mimic said actions and gain acceptance by the clan. It was doable, but it would be a precise science and would require discernment, intuition, and a suave confidence. There was one problem. I had none of that, because of course I didn't. I was 11. I don't remember what the 6-7 equivalent of middle school humor was at the time, but please believe whatever it was, I spammed it to no avail, and for some reason, that didn't work. That, and I would try to speak the way they spoke, that didn't work either. And guys, I certainly agree with that last.
If this dude don't have friends in real life, it makes sense to me, honestly. But then again, there's a bunch of folks that act like Cuz, that he can have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, in common with, so. I just, man, all this quirky banter he got going on with himself, I just wish he'd get to the point of the video, you know what I'm saying?
The extra large class of 2016 was indeed crazy lit. Fam. Hey, LON. Hi, everybody, this is Elowen. She helps me edit the videos. She's great. Can you find that picture of the cat? It's like a meme and it's crying and it's in a corner and there's some tomatoes that have been pelted on it. I'm gonna assume that you did. You put it right there. Great. It was like that the entire time. I was not a socially talented child, but I was is really helpful to me is the sidebar tool. It's really convenient because the script for 10 to 15 minutes straight. Pro tip, if you feel that you're a loser with no one in your life, this is a golden opportunity for you. Make one of these videos, give it a little bit of pizzazz, and I promise you it'll skyrocket to the top of the YouTube search results. 1,000 views in a week, at least. Nowadays, while I do have friends, I often still live like I don't. I don't organize my life for friendship. It's more efficient to do things alone. Like, I hate going to the gym with people. I'll do it, but
I thought that was regular though. Like, you got friends, but you do your own thing outside of that friendship. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got friends that you grew up with, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can actually have your hobbies, but not invite your friends to do the things you... I don't know how to explain it, but basically what I'm saying is, like, bro, you could have a friend, right? You could have a friend that you ain't see for like months, gang. Like months you ain't see, but as soon as y'all see each other, it's like, all right, bro, we about to go hang out, do this, that. That's a friend that you got years in with, like 10 plus years in with. If you're meeting new people in your adult age, that looks more codependent, bro. Like, when you meet this new friend in your late 20s, it could be your mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s. When you're trying to make friends at that stage of life, bro, it's basically going to look like somebody you're using for codependency. Like, a new friend, you're going to want to hang out with that person more than your old friend. Not saying that the new person is better than your old friend and things like that. It's just the fact that if you're searching for something around this age in life, you're looking for codependency. You're looking for somebody to hang out with because your life didn't pan out how you wanted it to pan out. Now, if you got friends from middle school, high school, freshman year of college, you know what I'm saying, up until now in your later years, that's when you know you got a solid friend. You got solid friends in your corner, so you don't have to be codependent on them because your life is just... You made your life lit. You made your life what it is. But yeah, I can't see myself like... I go to the gym by myself. You know what I'm saying? But playing basketball is different though. Because if you know how to play basketball, no matter what city you in, no matter what town you go to, you instantly got a community if you continuously go to that basketball gym. Like, y'all see each other regularly. Y'all pull up, y'all hoop. There's specific times y'all go and hoop. Like, you create your own small community. But I don't go home texting the dudes I met at the gym that we hoop at continuously and be like, hey, bro, and stay in touch and nothing like that. The gym is just where I meet them at. So I predicated my whole life around, like, just doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I love doing my own thing. I love moving as one. If my friends come from New York, if my cousin coming from Philly, if my friends coming in from Cali, or shit, even up the street, up from Palm Beach County or Broward County, if they're coming down to Miami, okay. Me and my friends, we going to food spots, we doing things together, but it's because I know them. You know what I'm saying? I got years in with my boys and my homegirls. I got years in. So, but if we don't go out and do anything, that's cool too. But if you're making new friends at this stage of life, no, bro. There's going to be a level of trying to do things. Codependency, bro. And that might be a trap for anybody trying to make friends in their mid-20s, late 20s, and early 30s, bro.
Just slows me down. A bunch of talking in between sets is not what the gym is for. The gym is for turning self-hatred into sweet, sweet gains and to feel like the strongest man who's ever lived every time I lift even half a pound heavier than I did last week. Or grocery shopping or doing homework or house chores. It just makes more sense to do those things alone. But it's not just for the sake of productivity. A lot of traditionally communal things no longer have to be communal. Like, you would go shopping at a mall and then eat at the food court, then drive down to the local gym and play a game with some people, and then you would drive even longer to go to Vegas and gamble away your life savings. savings. These all used to be very communal things you had to do with the public. You did it in and amongst fellow shoppers, food lovers, sportsmen, and other people with loving wives and children at home. But now you can shop, order food, play games, and ruin your life through gambling, all from the comfort of your own home. You're missing the community that used to be involved in these things. Friendships are like any other relationship in that they take work, but that effort isn't as readily given. Like you take a romantic or a family relationship, and there's an expectation that this has to be given priority. Like, of course you have to make time for them. That's your partner or your parents, but you flip it and make it about friends, and it's like, it's fine. If you have plans with a friend that you cancel out of nowhere, and then you don't talk for weeks or months after that, no one cares. And I think friendship often gets the short end of this.
No one cares if you've had that friend for a minute, bro. Like, you know what? I don't know, bro. Maybe me and my friends just understanding. I got a homie named Shaq. Shaq in the army right now over there in Germany. Me and Shaq do not be talking for months, bro. We don't talk for months, but every now and then we check in with each other. He said some funny shit he seen. I said some funny shit I seen. I was like, all right, boy, I hope everything cool over there in Germany. He's like, yeah, hope everything structured over there in Miami. Shaq's supposed to be pulling up. I think Shaq pulling up like in the next 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Every time Shaq pull up, we go hoop. I don't know, we do Miami things, but he don't feel no type of way. None of my friends feel no type of way. Well, I do got a homegirl. She like, nigga, I need to know if you alive. Like, you just be going ghost for months. But majority of the time, like, nobody cares if y'all not hanging out, don't be talking for months.
Thick like that, because really, what's in it for you? Romance feels fun and great, and family is family. I'm tied to you. But friends, we just talk. I have to schedule time for that? No, I'll see you when I see you, and we'll talk when we talk. And if we don't, fine. It's the least serious and it's the least self-serving of those three relationship dynamics, I think. And so for the longest time, I tried to convince myself that this was a good thing, actually. I don't need anybody. I'm independent. Nobody's gonna hold me back. I don't need friends. I don't even want friends. I was such a liar.
Shopping is hard. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Get outfits you love without any of the hassle. First,
for as long as I was a friendless boy, I yearned to have.
He got that old school grandma couch. It's just missing the plastic.
Friends, I would sit and daydream about all the fun times we could have had together, the revelries we would have, the extravaganzas we'd throw. I can't think of another fancy word to complete this rule of threes joke. I've had so many friend crushes in my life, people that I didn't know.
Bro, that's crazy. This man said friend crushes. Hey, yo. But I think playing sports is essential in life. When you play sports, you make so many friends by playing sports. But I can see where he coming from. He talking about, like, if you ain't got no friends, you going through a tumultuous time in your life. There's some trials and tribulations going on. Life can get hard. If you ain't got nobody in your corner to talk to about the situation, if nobody can understand where you coming from, if you can't have just specific dialogues as far as conversation goes in life, yeah, okay. I can see what he's saying when he talking about having friends then, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Even with my friends, I'd be like, bro, you just gotta be a grown man. Stop like talking to them about it. When months go by and I get like real depressed and things like that, then I start chopping it up. I'm in like 3 different group chats in my, like, on iMessage. I'm in 3 different group chats. The group chats keep going. I just don't respond. But when I'm feeling depressed or I'm going through a lot, I go in the group chats because my group chats is funny as hell. And I start like interacting with my homies and shit like that. But yeah, but the fact that I have them as an option to whenever I'm going through something, I can actually talk to them. I see what he's talking about. Like, you know, when you say, oh, I don't need friends, everybody needs somebody, bro. Everybody need homies. Everybody need homegirls. Family is family. Family gonna be there. But there's certain things I can't talk to my mom about that I can talk with my homie about. You know what I mean? There's certain things I can't talk to my homie about that I can talk to my homegirl about. So yeah, saying I don't need nobody. I think that's a trigger response for anybody who's been done wrong, or who doesn't know how to like coexist with other people. Like that response, that ain't no healthy response. Like I don't need no friends, I don't need nobody. That's crazy. You got done dirty in life, and you know that's your trigger response to having people around.
That I just really wanted to be friends with. They're arguably more embarrassing than a regular crush. That's a lie. I've never written poetry over a potential friend who wanted nothing to do with me. It troubled me for quite a while that I wasn't getting the friend experiences I thought I needed. Again, even as I grew up and I started to gain friends, I still worried that it wasn't enough. You know what looks like even more fun than having one friend? Having a group of friends.
Yeah.
I wanted that, but I never had it. So even if I did have one friend that I could have had fun with, all I could ever think about is, well, is this enough? Am I having as much fun as I could be having? Really, I'm always afraid of having this.
When you think like that about friendship, I ain't even hit the screen. When you think like that about friendship, bro, there's something wrong within. There's something wrong with, like, if you have a solid friend and the only thing you can think about is, damn, it'd be fire if I had like 10 more friends. There's something wrong within you. That's something you gotta fix. Like for real, like
Suboptimal experience. I would rather do the same thing over and over again with a guaranteed result than to try something new and risk not enjoying it. Because the whole time I'm doing the new thing, I'm just gonna be thinking about how much more fun I would be having if I stuck with the old thing. I order the same 4 foods every time I go out. Do you know why I'm like this? Because I would rather die than give up legal tender for food I didn't enjoy. People say you should leave your comfort zone. Those are stupid people. Maybe you just have a bad comfort zone. That's why you want to leave it all the time. Maybe your comfort zone isn't as comfy as my zone.
Bro, it's crazy he say that, because in life, if you live life like, if you created your whole life, your whole bubble, say like you 30 years old, and you've been trying to create your life bubble since you were in your 20s, and now you 30, and you got a specific way that you do things in life, and you're genuinely happy with how like things are going, and then you get somebody that comes into your life. You could tell them, nah, I just do it this way because that's how I like things being done. This person, this demon, would dead ass try to change the way you have things set up in your life under the guise of, you gotta step out of your comfort zone. And no. It's not about me not stepping out of my comfort zone or me being boring or bland. I spent a decade trying to cultivate this aura and this energy and this atmosphere that I have now. And I'm not gonna let you come ruin it because you think I should be doing something new. And then when you ask them, well, I'm not missing out on anything. I don't feel like I need to be doing this or doing something a different way. Like, if what I'm doing is not killing me or hurting nobody, why should I change it? They never have a legit excuse as to why you should change what you're doing in your life. Their only go-to is, well, you always would want to step out of your comfort zone. Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When you get older in life and you spent years trying to cultivate your atmosphere and your vibe to where it is now, don't let nobody come and try to switch it up. I've been to Puerto Rico and the Bahamas before, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. South Florida is a cheat code. I've been living in South Florida since high school, bro. And I moved to Miami 2018. I've been in Miami since 2018, bro. When I went to the Bahamas, palm trees, pretty good weather, good food. When I went to Puerto Rico, palm trees, beach, good food. South Florida, palm trees, good weather, beaches, good food. Great cultures. A person like me, I don't go and travel because I got shit to do here in the United States. Now, I'm in Puerto Rico and I'm in the Bahamas because somebody told me, you should step out of your comfort zone. And I was dating this person at the time. Both times when I went to these places, it was two different people. And the only reason why I went there because they kept egging me on. Like, oh my God, we should go. We should travel. We should travel for what? Everybody that loves traveling, every woman I know specifically that always, or I knew that I dealt with, that always pumped that travel this and travel that, they don't even own a home in the United States. They don't own their car. They don't own property. They got a car note. And they're paying rent. Which is what I'm doing. But I just don't harp on traveling. Like, it never made sense. You want to travel so much that you don't even have nothing solidified here in where you live. Like, where you're a citizen at, you ain't got a home and you don't even own your vehicle. What are you traveling for? What are you celebrating? But nonetheless, I was dating them and, you should step out. We should travel. We should travel. Now, mind you, I mentioned earlier, I went and got my passport. I just did the application. I paid the fee, and 4 to 6 weeks, they should be mailing it to my new address here. Like, even that was like low key out of, just got tired of hearing people in my ear, bro, you need to travel. Now you get older, you need to travel. Blah. I did that and on top of that, I got to go visit my family out the country at some point. I can't keep dodging them. And they don't live in the United States of America. So my mom was in my ear, you need to go visit the homeland. Blah, blah, blah. So in the long run, I was going to have to get my passport anyways. But majority, folks that I ended up getting. But damn, about time. Now you can go see the world. People be trying to vicariously live through you. Like, don't let nobody come in your space and just try to step out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm cool off that.
I like mine. That's why I stay there. I want to maximize my enjoyment in every single moment. And so we're seeing other people hang out with groups of friends. It looks so fun. I have always wanted something like that. So I could be having a grand old time with one buddy, but if I look over and I see that a bunch of teenagers are yelling in a sit-down restaurant and they're being totally obnoxious, yeah, I'm gonna be annoyed, but I'm also gonna be a little bit jealous. I look over at them and I can't help but wonder if I could be having more fun. Not with them specifically because I'm an adult and they're 14, that would be absurd. But if I too was in a group of my fellow peers yelling in a sit-down restaurant, would I be a little bit uneasy because why are we yelling right now? Sure. But I'd be looking like I'm having fun, and isn't that the same thing?
Cud never played sports. I think that's what your problem is. Anybody who's coming up in life, if you play sports, this is what a team does. Like, I used to be, bro, back in high school, I used to be, first and foremost, I had my own group of homies anyway. So we would be mobbing anyway. And I felt the energy when we used to mob. Like, it'd be like 8, 9 of us moving in unison and we all got that shit on. You know what I'm saying? We all some tall, handsome guys and we all play sports. You know what I'm saying? Some of my homies play different sports, football and all that. I play football too, but when I was in basketball season, love of my life, ball is life. When I was in basketball season, I was, you know what I mean? And I played other sports as well, but we all athletes. And then I would leave my group of homies to go hang out with my team. And my team, we basketball guys. So like, I see what he talking about. This sounds like a video for folks who like never experienced that. Like, we used to be places where it's just a whole group of us. It's so much of us there on the team. It's like 15 of us. It's so much of us there that we could split our team in half and one side of us can be arguing with the other side of us. And that energy, I'm not gonna lie, that was some, like, you feel powerful. Moving in a group, you feel powerful for sure. But when you get older, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Out of those 15 guys, I probably stayed in contact with legitimately 2 of them. Legitimately 2 guys, bro. And I'd have been to IDing colleges. I done played like ball at multiple colleges, bro. Like out of all my experiences with being on multiple teams, 2 guys, bro. Rosters of 15. So I see what he's saying. Like moving with a group of guys, like, yeah, you got the energy. It feel good, but
so when I look back to just hanging out one-on-one, I feel like maybe what I'm doing is suboptimal. It's kind of lame. And although I shouldn't, I may go further and view my one friend as being lame. When I talk to people, part of me gets jealous or intimidated when they mention they have other friends. Anytime I learn something cool about someone or that they're a little bit better than me at something, I'll compliment them out loud, but in my heart of hearts, it's like we're in a video game and I have a health bar, and every time they say something, I'm depleting a little bit of my energy, and once I run out of XP, I'm going to leave the situation. Dude, I love this store. I know, right? It's great. I come here all the time with my friends. Friends, plural. She's more popular than you. Okay, maybe they're not that close.
Nice.
Yeah, we've all known each other since first grade, and we've been coming to this store once a month for the past 5 years. All right, well, you're still funny. I bet you guys have great memories to hear. We do. And that reminds me of an inside joke that we have together. Okay, so I walk into a bar and insert hilarious joke. That was comedy gold. What? It makes yourself a YouTube channel. That's cool. Wow, you're so funny. Thanks. I actually like making sketches on YouTube. I have a channel with 474,235 subscribers. That's exactly one more subscriber than I have as of recording this on Tuesday, March 31st at 1:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Awesome. Also, I'm pretty. I have to go home now. There are parts of my life that I never shared with anyone that looking back, I wish I did. Case in point, when I write video scripts, I do it with music in the background, and while I was writing this one, I remembered something I used to do when I was in my high school's orchestra. So the pieces we used to play in the high school orchestra, our orchestra teacher would have to buy the rights to them from this company called Alfred Music. And most of the time we would suck at them because we were bad.
Hold up, bro. You was in the orchestra and you ain't have friends there? Something ain't adding up, bro. You probably a lame. You was in the orchestra and you ain't have friends?
At playing, but Alfred Music puts up sample audios of what the piece is supposed to sound like on their website. So our teacher would tell us to listen to it so we know just how bad we actually sound, and I would love to do it. It sounded so beautiful to me, and then at a certain point, I stopped only listening to the pieces we were actually playing. I started looking at everything else they have in their catalog, and a lot of it is just...
Yeah,
is that for friends? I don't know. I don't usually talk about stuff like that with other people. When I do, I just feel like, oh, I've been talking for way too long. I should probably shut up. Like, I never learned to talk about myself like that. I'm not very good at it. Now, what I'm about to say has nothing to do with everything I have said or will say. It's just something that happened while I was writing this, and it needed to be told to the viewers at large. Quote, I just received an automated call from an unknown number that said I have unclaimed documents, and the rest of the message was in Chinese. I fear I'm being watched.
Bruh.
We all need friends in the sense that friendships help us to grow as people, but in a more dire sense, we all need friends because if we don't have them, we are going to die. From any number of causes decades in the future, but we'll be at a greater risk for those life-threatening diseases if we have a lack of human connection in our lives. Therefore, it can statistically be said that the loneliness is what made us more likely to die. Before we start, not a fan of how most people write/report about friendship. It's a broad topic, but people kept saying the same things in most of what they wrote. I kept reading articles from experts who were saying the most basic information you could find, like Psychology Today. What are you doing? Friends are good because they make you feel good when things feel bad. And feeling bad does not feel good. You needed a PhD for this? In short, social connection is a human need. Without it, we're more prone to gain or worsen physical health issues. According to former U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, that's a fun name to say, loneliness has been tied to a 29% increased risk of heart disease and a 32% increased risk of stroke, as well as a 50% increased risk of developing dementia in older adults.
You want to know what's crazy? The fact that that study says loneliness is tied to like the effects of the heart. When you hear music and people, you know, used to sing about, I think like classical times, they used to sing about dying of a broken heart and shit like that. That goes to show like this shit is real, bro. Maneuvering this world by yourself, that's never like, that should never be the first option that you take on. Like, human beings, we're not meant to be by ourselves, bro. And a lot of people got a lot of pride and they won't like confess that we're not meant to be by ourselves, but that shit not good for you, bro. you got a study that's showing like if you're by yourself, it can like affect your heart. Like shit is crazy, gang. That loneliness ain't. And if you are a lonely person and you was able to like maneuver, because I know some people who are very successful in life because they went cold turkey and like was grinding. And that was how they were able to get to the top of whatever career they had going on. Me, I'm one of them guys. Like I'll go cold turkey for months. My mom hate that about me. And that's my mom. I won't talk to my mom for months because I'm grinding, gang. And the next time I talk to her, she like, you can't keep doing this. We're worried about you. You don't check in. You don't. And I'm just telling her, yeah, I had to write a 30-page paper. Like, I'm really locked in. I got to do what I got to do. But even when I'm going through my grinding phase, like isolating myself, even I know that's not healthy. So the fact that studies show that it's tied to like certain health conditions, man, that shit ain't no joke. We all need somebody, bro.
In a 2023 report from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, a lack of social connection was labeled as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The same report links that loneliness can have an influence on or increased risk of a plethora of medical conditions such as cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, depression and anxiety, suicidality, and the list continues. Furthermore, according to a paper from BYU and analyzing nearly 150 different studies with over 300,000 participants, they found that those who have stronger friendships have a 50% higher likelihood of survival. You are more likely to die if you don't have friends.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, how did they even measure that? Did you read the rest of the paper?
Well, I tried, but it was so long and it had so many charts and figures I simply didn't understand.
Oh wow, a box plot.
And if you get to the bottom of the paper, some of the information there is in Spanish and what appears to be Japanese. So I think it'll be best to just focus on the big scary number at the top that I highlighted for our convenience. That's too high, right? But besides the future health risks associated with loneliness, your quality of life will suffer. Even if you like the idea of being a lone wolf or an alpha male or whatever term you got from a guy whose profile picture is of a Greek statue on Instagram Reels or something like that, you can never accomplish much alone. And that's why I think hyper-individualism is the corniest thing in the world. As far as I understand, it's that thought that I don't need anybody and I can do it all on my own and I don't owe anybody anything.
Hyper-individualism. Like, that's some shit the black community we struggle with right now. You got certain genders saying they don't need the opposite sex. I can do bad all by myself. That's very dangerous rhetoric. That's dangerous rhetoric, gang. Like, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, if this person is going to cause me harm and they're going to interrupt my peace in life, then I would much rather be alone. Okay. I mean, if there's a specific person you don't want in your life because that archetype is very stressful to you, cool. But going around preaching that I don't need anybody and I could do it all by, that's very dangerous rhetoric. Because the youngins that's coming up that hear people say shit like that, they gonna start thinking, oh, I don't need a man or I don't need a woman. And that is an unhealthy way to live, bro. And as a man, we need women. I love women. We need them, bro. We need each other. Like, it's crazy to think I could do bad all by my, like, that's not a good concept of thought. We gotta cut that shit out, bro.
And I have to put me first. That is the saddest lie I've ever heard.
Do you think that individualism is hurting us on an individual level?
I mean, of course. You want to know why we're lonely? Because we've architected our lives to be lonely. We've heroized CEOs. Like, I love you, you're great, you're wonderful, but people consider you a hero and their business guru, blah, blah, blah. I know for a fact that you didn't do it alone. I know for a fact that people took bets on you, took risks on you. I know for a fact that people made introductions for you. I knew when you had nothing. Sure, you had moxie. Sure, you had talent. But if it weren't for people who tried, supported, helped, opened a door, there would be no Stephen Bartlett.
How can an adult person honestly believe they have no responsibility to the people around them in the world? Are you 7 years old? In what functioning society can we have people not look out for others in even the most basic ways without anything in return? I'm not asking you to donate both your kidneys to—
Facts, bro. We living in a place where, bro, Miami is a very pervasive place. And I know there's a lot of other cities that's like this, but it's predatory here. This is a place where sometimes you question when people do nice things for you, which always throws me off. Since I've lived in Miami, there's been multiple occasions where I'll take the shirt off my back for folks, where I go the extra mile to help folks, because I feel like as a human being, bro, we have a specific responsibility as our fellow man to help each other and push shit forward. Like, I forgot that term, they call it paying it forward. I had to do, like, I was working at this rec center as a coach for basketball, and the director of the rec center, he's a Miami Heat fan. I was a camp counselor the summer prior to working at that rec, to where the company would be giving out Heat tickets. I'm not a Heat fan, I'm a Sixers fan. Like, they'll be giving out Heat tickets though. And I knew he was like a Heat fan, so one day I hit him up like, yo, bro, before practice start, I got these Heat tickets that my company let me have. If you want to, I'll just give them to you. And he'll be like, oh man, that's amazing. How much you want for them? I'm not a Heat fan. Why would I charge you for these Heat tickets? That's my mindset. So I go, no, I don't want no money. You can have them for free because I'm not a fan. This dude said, what's the catch? I'm like, man, there ain't no catch. You can just have the Heat tickets. He was like, oh man, I'm going to owe you down the line. I'm like, not necessarily. I'm not doing this to make sure you owe me something down the line. And that's just one example of me just looking out for folks. And that's one of the most minute examples I could use. But I always told one of my homies too, because I was helping him at doing this one business venture years ago. I said, bro, if I help you make $1 million, I don't want nothing from it. Now, there's going to be situations in life where if you do put some work in and, you know, you had certain ideas for a thriving business or something like that, yes, take compensation, get compensated for your ideas, your thoughts, the work you put in. But for me, a lot of the times, because of the nature of this city, whenever I would do something out the kindness of my heart, they always ask, what's the catch? Because that's just how the city is. Miami is predicated on you scratch my back, I scratch yours, or somebody's going to take advantage of somebody else. I had a peer tell me she was moving and the fact that she's going to have to spend money for movers. And I done been to her spot before. And I was like, you ain't got a lot of stuff in your spot like that. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, I said, listen, if you can get another one of your homies, I'll come over and help you move all that stuff. Cause you moving around the corner too, like you don't have a lot of things. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, for sure. Man, she ended up trying to make me food because I helped. And it was a successful move. Like, I just didn't have nothing to do that day that she had to move. And I was like, you know what? Let me help somebody out. That's what my brain always goes. My brain always goes to, let me see how I can help this person. Like, if it ain't gonna kill me, I could lend a helping hand. Because I've been, in my life, there's been situations where folks helped me where they did not have to help me. And they did out the kindness of their heart, and I really needed the help at that moment. So I always put it in my brain, like, if you can help somebody, man, help somebody. Like, he making some good points, even though he got some comedic timing to some of the things he's saying, but he making some good points.
Sick orphans. It's just the number of people who can't return a shopping cart is maddening. Even worse than that, how did you get a motorized shopping cart in a parking lot? I didn't even think those could leave the store. I've learned so much from observing the people around me. Most of it was things I already knew, but it was just like watching a demonstration of the things I did know, showing that it was possible and very realistic to do. They showed me that I can pass that class, or I can be financially responsible, or I can have an efficient morning routine if I limit my showers to 5 minutes and I cut down on how much time I spend scrolling on YouTube looking for the perfect video to... Nah, bro. You lost me. Limiting your showers to 5 minutes is crazy. What you going... You waking up with the rag wet already?
You drawn. I'm not. Nah, bro.
Start the day from 45 minutes to 3. It can be done. They're the living proof that it's possible. Now, could I have learned this without them? Sure. But it would have taken a long time. Or in a worst case scenario, maybe I would have never learned it at all. A lot of people never grow up. They just get older. The most frustrating adults I have ever had to hear complaints over from the people I know or that I've personally dealt with are 50-year-olds who have the emotional regulation and reasoning ability of a 13-year-old girl. So I wouldn't just trust that Father Time is going to teach me these lessons. This is the results of socializing. It's a human need. And when these needs don't get met, we get weird.
Many people share with me this wish that someday a more advanced version of Siri will be more like a best friend, someone who will listen when others won't. That feeling that no one is listening to me is very important in our relationships with technology.
Speaking of which, do you remember friend.com? They made the AI pendant that you wear as a necklace and it pretends to be your friend and it costs $130 American dollars.
I don't remember that. When was that a thing? What the hell?
Well, it's been a few months, so I went back to check on them. First off, the company still exists.
What the?
Wow. And they made another ad. Let's give it a look.
There's so many times where I'm feeling like super emotional and like.
You know what? Man, I started seeing videos of people using ChatGPT for life and relationship advice. Y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all need to stop acting like. Listen, if it's hard for you to make friends, that's one thing. But speaking to artificial intelligence about certain life shit, life scenarios, you one step away from flying over the cuckoo's nest with that one. You lost me with that one. You know what I'm saying? And also another thing, if you find yourself not being able to connect with people every time you try to make a friend, it goes awry. Maybe you're the problem, bro. Maybe you're the problem. All the time I hear about people saying, yeah, we were cool, but then she just started acting weird, or he just started acting weird, and blah, blah, blah. Whole time you're the common denominator why your friendships cannot work out. That sign is very telling. Like, maybe you're not meant to have friends at all. You're probably a terrible human being, low key.
Like, I feel like it's really nice to talk to like an AI because like, they don't really care. Like if you're feeling depressed or something.
Jackson,
you got two parents. This young boy just had two parents that hugged him on a couch that looks like a home that belongs to them. And you're going to talk to AI? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I done had some deep talks with my mother on the phone. If it gets that bad, you got two parents, bro. That's why a lot of people in society are fried, gang. You just hug both your parents while wearing that bullshit ass necklace. That's a slap in their face. You would go talk to this necklace before deeply speaking with your father or mother on a situation. You spoiled. That's the thing. Spoiled. Are those siblings? He looks like the oldest sibling.
Genuinely would love to talk to the marketing department for this company and ask, why would you advertise it like this? Who in the company watched this before they released it and thought, yes, this is a completely normal and human way to end this advertisement. We did a great job. Are we supposed to be rooting for you? This is like propaganda they play in a sci-fi movie where one big company controls the world and everyone except the main character can't tell that this company is clearly evil. There is a mole in your marketing department who is actively trying to burn your company to the ground. For your own sake, you need to find them and stop letting them make commercials.
Yeah, because that commercial.
One thing I never understood growing up is why people would randomly stop being friends. As someone desperate to have a friend, you have one and you're just gonna drop them like that? But now, as I've gotten older and wiser, I can say that I still don't get it. I understand that people are annoying and they can be mean from time to time, but as long as you know they're not completely evil, just fix it. They have flaws.
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit be draining sometimes. When you have specific friends that you gotta deal with them a certain way. Like, I got a homie named Tino. Bro. This man will FaceTime you at all times of the night, bro. He don't care what you doing. And then it's a group FaceTime. So it's Teen and like 5 other dudes on the call. 5 other homies on the call. Teen don't care what you doing, bro. He gonna call regardless. And if you don't pick the phone up, he gonna keep ringing your phone. FaceTime group chat. He gonna keep ringing your phone, bro. He's gonna call you back to back to back until you pick the phone up. Like with Teen, I deal with him in a specific way. Like instead of me going, I'm gonna cut this friendship off. Me and Teen got like 12 years in. Instead of me just, I'm gonna cut Teen off immediately because I don't like when he do this. I just, every now and then, I answer the group FaceTime. We bed. We be on the phone for hours. Me, him, and the guys. We talk a lot of shit. Joke around. You know what I'm saying? I do this for like a week straight. But after that, okay. I did the bidding for a week straight. We chopped it up for a week straight. Now I'm going to go back to my life and I'm going to go ghost again. That's how I deal with, those friends that I have. If I go missing for months, I pick the phone up for like a week. We bed, we talk shit. We catch up for hours and days and things like that. But I don't throw the friendship away. Now, I got another homie, Chuck. See, Chuck, that's my boy. Me, Chuck, and Mario. I could talk to Chuck and Mario. Like, we in a group. I could text with them every now and then. And I won't mind, like, staying consistent and talking to them consistently because they not going to blow my phone up like that, bro. They not going to just keep wanting to randomly have conversations about nothing. Like that's not their style. So that's why I can consistently communicate with them because I know it's not going to take a lot out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot out of you. So if you're dealing with somebody that's draining, it ain't no fix it. It's I'm going to get away from you. You're draining me.
I have flaws, but we both agree that murder is wrong. We can't be that bad. A wise woman once told me, if you don't see their flaws, you don't see the person. Of course, we were discussing the woes of a rushed marriage, and it was a far more sobering conversation, but it still applies. Their problems are part of who they are, and if you don't want your friends to have any problems that could inconvenience you, then you're not interested in truly getting to know the people around you. Being part of a village means you have to deal with other people's quirks. As previously stated, I have 3 older sisters. Disclaimer, I love them so much. And because we're as close as we are, I can tell you from first-hand experience that sometimes being a part of a community means they will make you so mad that at times you will want to rip their hair from their scalp braid by braid. One story should be enough. I remember a few months ago, I was going bowling with some people. On my way there, I get a call from my sister. Hey, I placed an order at McDonald's. Can you pick it up for me? I'm at work right now and you're like way closer. I agree. I tell her I'll be there in 15 minutes. She says, cool. She hangs up. 15 minutes later, I call her. I say, hey, I'm here. She says, cool. She hangs up. So I go up to the counter. I'm like, hey, do you have an order for a sister's name? And they're like, nah, what's the code? I text sister for the code. No response. I call sister. I text sister again. Nothing. Story
That's
checkpoint.
annoying.
Would you be confused right about now? All right, cool. So I go home. When I get home, sister finally calls
annoying.
back. Oh, my bad. Here's all the stuff you're gonna need. Can you go back for me? I say, cool. I go back. When I get there, I open the messages. I realize she never actually sent me a code. This is just like a picture of an email receipt. But whatever. It shows what she got and how much she paid for it. All right, cool. I go up to the people again. Hey, do you guys still not have an order for sister's name? They're like, nah, but it would have a code. What's the code? I'm looking at everything she sent me. There's no code here. Again, would you be confused right now? All right, cool. Like, hey, I can see what she ordered. It costs $7. I'm not a broke boy. I've done a money spread before. I'll just buy it for her. She's had a long day of work. McDonald's people have had a long day at work. I'll just buy a new meal. We'll call it a day. So I get it. I leave. I call her. Food is sitting right next to me. First thing I tell her, hey, they didn't have the order. When did you place it? Oh, I placed the order yesterday.
I know you fucking lied, bro.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe she made the order of what she wants yesterday, but she didn't actually press order until today. So I asked her another question. I'm like, okay, when did...
See, that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, that's your sister. So the fact that your sister had you doing all that, running back and forth, and then she say some shit like, "Oh yeah, I placed it yesterday." Huh? But that's your sister though. So you're gonna have to deal with your sister. A friend, this is what you're gonna deal with when you got a friend with that type of, a friend that moves like that. Imagine going to McDonald's and trying to help a friend out. That's the type of friend that you're, in your mind, is gonna say, okay, because my friend just made me go through all of this for no apparent reason. This is the friend that whenever they want me to go pick something up at a fast food joint, I'm never gonna say yes to. That's just not one of our strong suits. Me going to pick up an order for this friend is a no-no in the future. So like, yeah, keeping a friend like that is, you gotta maneuver a certain way with them moving forward. Yeah, I'm gonna stay friends with you, but I will never pick up a fast food order for you ever again based off of what just happened. Or you could just get rid of this person. Like, that's wild. But that's OD to get rid of somebody for that. But I would definitely let them hear, I wouldn't let them hear the end of that. Like,
You paid for it yesterday. What time did you schedule pickup? 8 p.m. yesterday. Mind you, from the start, it's been 45 minutes. But I don't get mad. I'm just confused. Concerned. I'm just like, hey, why did you do that? You know they're not going to keep it for that long, right? That doesn't make
that's
sense.
crazy.
Why'd you do that? And she's like, okay, well, first off, watch your tone.
She told you watch your tone after everything you went through. I forgot I keep.
Because if I say something, she's gonna get mad. If I get mad, she's gonna get mad at the fact that I get mad. Why would you do that to me? You may be wondering, wow, David, this was months ago. How can you articulate all this so clearly? I've told this story 17 times. Because to this day, I need other living, breathing people to hear this story and understand what I mean when I tell them I'm going to be a fantastic husband. I've been training for it my entire life. I say all of that to say the people you love are annoying. And if you think the people that you love in your life aren't annoying, you don't know them that well. But you can't let that stop you from loving them. You can't ignore the emotional component of dealing with other
That's
people.
your sister,
it's
though.
very easy to do that.
If a
It
friend
makes
is
more
this
logical
obnoxious,
sense to do
I'm not
that, but
hanging
you
around
can't
you, gang.
do that. Being in a community means being a little inconvenienced all the time. One of my biggest pet peeves is having a...
No, bro. That's the difference. With family's gonna be annoying. You can't get rid of family though. You were born into this fucking family. I mean, you can, but majority of the time, we don't get rid of our family. Friends, if you're obnoxious to that magnitude, to where I went ahead and picked up everything at the counter and, you know what I'm saying? You talk about, yeah, I placed the order yesterday at 8 p.m. Like, they're not gonna hold the food for that long. And then on top of that, when I go, if you know they're not gonna hold the food for that, like, why would you place the order and have me go up there? And your first response is, well, first of all, watch your tone. You tell me to watch my tone after I went through everything I went through, and you wrong with the order? As a friend, I'm getting rid of you, low key. I'm gonna go ghost on you, cause I can't punch you in the mouth, cause I'm gonna look like the aggressor. Nah, as a friend, nah, bro, I'm getting rid of that person. That's an obnoxious human being. Your sister just did this. Like, you can't get rid of your sister.
Completely full calendar. A calendar so full that even in a perfect day, it would be pushing it to think I could finish all this stuff. And then to have someone randomly call me and ask for a favor in the middle of the afternoon that's going to throw off my entire day. Or when my father doesn't understand that I'm no longer a 12-year-old on summer vacation and I can't drop everything I'm doing at a moment's notice to help you uproot all the trees in the backyard and replant them upside down or something. I can't just do 7 hours of manual labor with 15 minutes notice. And yet these are the types of things that a functional community requires of you. It's not always going to serve you.
You can't make a friend until you learn how to serve, because friendship is fundamentally service. Friendship is an act of service. And if you don't know the skill of service, then you probably don't know how to be a friend, let alone make a friend. People only want to be your...
I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people I've listened to, when they crash and burn in their friendships, it was always, I did this for this person. I did that for that person. If you crash and burn in your friendship and the first thing you talk about is everything you've done for that person, you might be the type of person that is counting favors. you might be the type of person that counts favors. And in your mind, you think, I did so much for you and you still didn't maneuver how I would have liked you to maneuver, you ungrateful person. If you thinking like that, I'm going to tell you this right now. That is not a genuine way to think. That friendship wasn't going to last at all. You know what I'm saying? If you were genuinely friends with somebody and y'all end up parting ways, if you genuinely had love for that person, y'all was actually cool, how you claim y'all was cool, you would have nothing bad to say about that person. Even if there is bad things to say, you would just, nah, bro, that was my man's, but you know, we just split, bro. Yeah, folks that, you know, that, because a lot of people will, like, they will disguise the selfless act. They be like, oh, I'm so selfless. Oh, I do this. I help as much as I can. They do it so they can wear it as a badge of honor most of the time. But at the end of the day, a lot of them do that stuff as a form of control. Since I did so much for you, it won't be much if I ask you to maneuver this way, or you can't be evil with me because I did so much for you. Like, people go into doing things for you with the mindset of, you kind of owe me a little bit. You kind of owe me a little more respect than you know what I'm saying, than this other individual, because I did more for you than this individual did. And you'll see it in people. If somebody does a lot for you and you kind of just gel with somebody a little more, you would hear them say it. Like, bro, this person just came around. Now all of a sudden you kicking me to the curb. When that's not even the facts. But all of a sudden you kicking me to the curb to hang with this person more. That is a sociopath. And that person's controlling. So yeah, you can't be a good friend until you learn how to be selfless. But a lot of people will disguise those selfless acts. You know what I'm saying?
Friend, if you know how to be their friend.
A good friendship is based on love, and love isn't about what you can get out of the other person. Which is weird, because you would think that not wanting to be lonely, that's not a...
I always forget that.
selfish reason to start a friendship, but it kind of is, because you're just looking to see what only you can get out of it. You're focused on what you could gain, not what you could do for the other person. I hate helping people move with every bone in my body. I don't care how well you know the person, it's always a little awkward. Our mothers could have birthed us side by side. We know each other so long, and yet if I have to watch you repeatedly be defeated by a cardboard box, it's going to change the way I view you. And how can so many people be bad at geometry? This is a 7-foot mirror. You drive a Toyota Corolla. It's not getting in there. How did you get it in here? How did you purchase this? And I don't want to be that guy that asks if there's going to be food involved at the end, but there better be food involved at the end. And it's going to be pizza, and I am going to measure how much time I have to give in between slices so it doesn't look like the whole reason I came here was just to get food.
See, that's another thing too, though. I just mentioned earlier about how I was helping my one of my peers. I was helping her move her items. I swear to you, her making sure I had food, or her making sure, you know, specific, like, that never crossed my mind, bro. I just was helping just to help, because I know that small ass black woman was not going to be able to move all the stuff on her own, and she didn't want to pay the movers. She was looking up movers, and you know, we're in an economy where if you could keep your money, that you would fare better if you keep your money in your pocket rather than using your money for things like movers. So I said, you know what? This is a black woman who's down here on her own, making things happen. I'm a big old black man. I can help. I didn't think about, man, she better have some food for me if I do help her. That's like, don't even come and don't even help nobody if that's the things in your mind. Like, he talk about pizza and it better. I'm not the type that's gonna say it should be food, but it better be food. Like, with friends like these, who needs enemies, low key?
at the end. Of course, that was one of the only things on my mind as I was driving here. In fact, I refrained from eating earlier today because I was fully expecting this to happen. But I can't let you know that. So yeah, I hate moving. But I will do it if someone asks me because my legs aren't broken. And how can you claim to care about someone if you can't go even a little bit out of your way to do something for their benefit? If you can't, that's just selfish because you're only focused on what you get out of the relationship. Even when you spend time with them, it's still kind of self-servicing because they're also spending time with you. Okay, so I guess that would be like mutually beneficial at the very least, but still, you're focused on not being alone. So in any circumstance, if you're not getting something out of this immediately, then you're just not for it. And if that is the case, then you're not really about this friendship life, man. And yeah, I don't want to do it all the time. It's gonna be annoying, but that's what friendship and community costs. Smooth transition into the next talking point. On that note, what's up with therapy speak? I've outgrown this era of my life and I've decided to press forward with the courage to leave behind this past either. If we want to feel something with the people around us, we have to be vulnerable with them. Admit that you did something wrong or have that hard conversation. Show that you're human.
Yeah, I'm off this. But all in all, nah, bro, I really, yeah, bro, folks gotta like, you know, revise some of their friendships and what they got going on, because claiming that, you know, oh, this is my friend, and you know, if you can't identify how this person is really moving with you, is that your friend for real? Like, is that really your friend? Or is this somebody that is an acquaintance to you that you're scared to let go because you know if you let this person go, you'll be by yourself? A lot of us conform, bro. A lot of us just, you know what I'm saying, we stay in friendships because we're scared to be alone, and a lot of people are control freaks too. A lot of people are psychopaths, bro. Like, they stay in friendships because they like controlling people. Like, this shit is crazy to me. But yeah, man, what's going on with the Sneako situation? Sneako gets attacked. Sneako got attacked? Damn. Oh, shizzle. Hold up, bruh. They hooked on dude? Hold up, gang.
This year, we opened 2
That's
new restaurants while running
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
5 other restaurants.
Oh, now listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. The internet is a crazy place. The internet is a crazy place. When you come on the internet, you got content creators and streamers that do a lot of talking, bro. They do a lot of talking. When I was growing up as a kid, kids my age, I was always bigger than kids my age. Like, which means I always hung out with people older than me. But the kids my age, there would always be a few kids that would just talk a lot of shit. Like, they talk so much shit. And me, just being, you know, I come from immigrants. I'm a child of immigrants, and getting picked on all the time. When I was in my youth, the only thing I knew was to retaliate. So box game nice, knuckle game was nice. So anytime, you know, somebody felt like I was gonna be a punching bag, I said, no, I'm not. And I'll beat on you. So I would never start with folks though. Folks would be starting with me. But the kids my age, like, they would start with me, and the only thing I knew was beat on them. You know what I'm saying? If you talk shit, you're gonna get hit. That's all I knew, all I recognized, right? Until a teacher by the name of Miss Smith. Miss Smith told me, bro, listen, I understand people say things all the time, but you can't let them get you out of your body, because first and foremost, you're way bigger than this person that you just beat on. And I'm just like, we're the same age, we're in the same grade. She's like, yeah, true, but you're way bigger than this person. Like, it's not gonna look good. You're gonna get suspended for quite some while. It's not gonna look good when you go to office and they realize you beat on this kid. Why? Because he called you a doo-doo head. You know what I'm saying? So saying that to say this, it's the same thing on social media, on the internet, on YouTube. You got a lot of people who talk shit. And when I'm watching content creators talk shit, I look at them and I go, bro, you will get your ass beat in real life. Those are the type of content creators that you just let them run their mouth, bro. But there's certain people in this world, they not gonna let you run your mouth like that. And one thing I know about this Sneako guy, I done seen clips. He was down here in Miami. He was in the club playing that Heil Hitler song by Kanye West. Like, it was him, Andrew Tate, and I think Myron. They was out here in Miami, bro, and this Sneako kid, he says a lot of, or he had in the past, he said a lot of like really disrespectful things to specific communities. I just know he talk a lot of shit. So right now he's standing with Palestine, with you know, the war against Israel and things of that nature. So I think he's Muslim now. Again, didn't he go from Muslim to Christian to back to Muslim or something like that? I don't know. But he Muslim, so his stance now is him, you know, standing with Palestine, you know, going against Israel and saying, oh, Israel is the aggressors in the, you know what I'm saying? And he's reporting on, you know, political news and things like that, on the operation that's going on and the Strait of Hormuz and all that. I even see he interviewed Professor Jang as well. But those are the things, those are the topics he's talking about nowadays. But I don't think folks will forget a lot of the things you've said in the past. So like my teacher, Miss Smith, told me when I was younger, when you see kids or individuals talking shit who you know is pussy, and you know probably couldn't even defend themselves, if you beat on them, just let them run their mouth. You know, that's the advice I've taken, and it's gotten me a long way in life. But some people in this world, they won't subscribe to that type of advice. And it's looking like in this video with Sneako, it's titled Sneako just got sucker punched on stream. It looks like an individual took his shot. We're gonna see. Let's play this real quick. Damn.
Alright, so controversial figure Sneako just got sucker punched and fucking suplexed onto the street.
God. He said he just got sucker punched and fucking suplexed
while he was out live streaming in New York. And listen, I don't think that people attacking people is funny, or, you know, sucker punches are funny. So I'm gonna try my best not to laugh at this, but yeah, let's go ahead and take.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think that's funny neither. I think if you don't know somebody, you don't put your hands on people, because that could end bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you could potentially lose your life in GTA putting your hands on the wrong person. But you know, if in the aftermath you're making videos on YouTube and you didn't die, I'ma laugh. I'ma laugh about it if I know you ended up being okay in the aftermath. And I was scrolling through YouTube and I seen he was reacting to the video. So yeah, let's see what occurred, man.
Take a look at the clip.
And put your life force into a sock. Yeah, you deserve to be.
Hold up, bro. Let's slow this down real quick, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want nothing bad to happen to people, bro. But when you take a specific stance in life and you're offending a lot of people and you're doing it with I don't know. He just rubbed people the wrong way. He rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, so I'm slowing it down.
Publicly executed, yes.
Oh, fuck, I already laughed. He just...
And a lot of the times, like, I be thinking to myself, because these are content creators, are these things staged? Is it staged? that he was gonna get sucker punched. Like,
he's walking down the street and he says, anybody who jerks off deserves to be publicly executed.
see, and it's shit like that. It's shit like that. Dude just said anybody who masturbates deserves to be publicly executed. You can't go through life saying shit like that, bro, and thinking the universe is not gonna come back and smack you in the mouth. Like, and I'm not sticking up for no masturbators or anybody who's jerking off or nothing like that, but it's like, what do you care anyway? You got beef with people who jerk off? Bro, what you worrying about what another man do with his private parts? Just saying shit for like, I don't know if you, like, going viral for saying wild shit is still the thing to do, but if you're just like a mildly offensive person in nature, you was bound to get socked at one point. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's how we're starting this shit off. And then this crackhead looking motherfucker hops out from behind the trash cans and hits him with this loop.
God damn! He socked him. What the fuck? Hold up, bro. He got him good too.
It off. And then this crackhead looking motherfucker hops out from behind the trash cans and hits him with this looping right hook that actually misses. He hits him with his forearm.
Bro.
But then he transitions that.
And then he choke slammed him.
Nicely into a suplex. So let's go ahead and watch that in full speed.
You bitch! Yo, bro, what the fuck make you think in life? What makes you think you can talk all this shit you be talking, be very verbally offensive to people, and you could just walk on God's green earth with no problem ever reaching you? And I don't know if this is like I said, I don't know if this is staged. I don't know if this is real, if it's fake, but I'm going to tell you one thing. God and the universe don't miss. God don't miss. Right before you got socked out, you talk about folks should be publicly executed for, like, you talking crazy. And then you got your head in your phone. For as much as shit as this young boy talk, I would think his head would be on a swivel wherever he go. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't think a lot of people been socked in their mouth before. You talk so much shit on the internet, you thought you could just walk around this bitch with no problem because people shouldn't be putting their hands on me. That's not how civilized people move. You, like, people who think that way but talk a certain way, it baffles me. Because civilized people don't talk the way this dude Sneako and all these other content creators be talking. Civilized folks don't speak like that. You know what I'm saying? A man that has his wits about himself doesn't present himself in a specific light that's kind of like a pig playing the slop. You know what I'm saying? As a man, there's a certain way you have to present yourself. So when you talk crazy and you maneuver and say wild shit, and then you just walk in God's green earth like nothing's gonna happen, you gonna catch a forearm to the nose. And then he choke slammed you.
And maybe just one more time in super slow-mo here, I'll zoom it in so you can see exactly what I was talking about.
Look at this dude. Facing his phone, talking shit before he got snuffed, and then you let old boy choke slam you. Look how defenseless, look how helpless this dude looks. This is the same guy that goes and creates content talking crazy. People should be publicly executed. Talking like a warlord. And a crackhead got you folded off of a crackhead snuffing you. New York City, New York City, New York City. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Look at his legs. This man legs crossed like Peter Griffin. He slammed the shit out you.
Let me know what you guys think of this situation down in the comments. I'm sure a lot of people don't like Sneako, but nobody deserves to be randomly attacked without at least having a chance to defend themselves. In my
What if can he box? Can he actually defend himself? Like, shit is crazy. The only reason why I'm laughing, bro, because I'm not a negative person. The only reason why I'm laughing is because there's videos of him reacting to it. So I know he's okay. You know what I'm saying? If something detrimental happened to him, I'm like, oh shit, that's not okay. Let's see his reaction. Let's see what his reaction is. I was attacked. Get your bitch ass up, man.
$10 for a large. $10 for any free toppings. $10 for your choice of hut crust. Only at Pizza Hut.
Before Skyscanner, searching for cheap fried tomatoes. Cray cray.
Forgot to clear our cache. Clear the cache. Save the cache. Clear the cache.
I didn't even see this, bro. Look at this chat. I didn't even see it when I was washing my hands. I really don't think that...
I'm not going... It's not funny, but it's like, bro, you spent a great deal of time talking a lot of shit, fam. Like, and no, you shouldn't be attacked for that. But I never look at people who frame themselves as like, I don't know, bro. There's like an old rule I live by. Talk shit, get hit. Like, that's an old rule I live by. If you run in your mouth a specific way, a certain way, something gonna happen to you. He's showing his little knuckles in the cam. You a grown ass man, bro. It happened. Move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? What you showing your knuckles for?
This is a random coincidence. I know there's crazy homeless people and stuff like that on the train, or I don't even think this guy was a hater because he would have said something. I'll be 100% honest about what happened. People were saying that I should try to manipulate the situation. Wallahi. And I'm trying to get...
This man said wallahi. That's another thing on, like, did he just convert, like, he just took his shahada or something?
The street footage right after. This is gonna sound crazy. This is really gonna sound crazy. Maybe I'll wait until I get the street footage. I'll just say this: as soon as I get up and that happened, I can't really see. I see there's like a group of 5 people step out of the building. A group of five people like step out of somewhere, and they said it seemed like they knew that was gonna happen. It seemed like they knew that was gonna happen. I'll say that. What I think somebody paid a guy to do that. That's what I think. It had to have been a setup.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably was a setup. Probably was. Probably was a setup by you or some other entity that's within the realm you dealing in. But I know it wasn't random. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's under control. Don't worry. I gotta handle some stuff in a second. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I can't hide it. I was gonna try to hide it, but yeah.
Damn! They knocked his teeth?
From 2 years ago, I had a tooth filling that got hit, but we're fine. Everything is handled. Didn't get knocked out. Maybe you'll see some stuff going forward, but
that's crazy,
not ideal.
Bro.
Not ideal.
I ain't gonna lie,
The tooth again, bro. It's always the fucking tooth. You know, I started the stream when the intro was playing. I'm like, I should probably try to hide it. I was gonna like talk like this the whole time. I can't fucking do it, bro. And I'm going to Malaysia real soon. Look, there's a lot of people were calling me. Shout out to everybody who hit me up, like Rampage and Dan Bilzerian, Aiden, Clav. Everyone's fucking calling me. Hold on, I'm getting a call right now. So I'll just briefly say, everybody's been calling me, strategizing about how to do this, how to do that. I'm just going to be completely honest about everything. I'll say this. This was 100%. It's got to be a setup. It doesn't make sense that that happened like that. Obviously, I didn't see him. I was looking at the chat. And yeah, I'll be honest, I got maced, bro. I got maced right after. So I got hit. You could see it in the video. I'm just going to be honest, bro. Everyone was saying that I could manipulate the situation and lie and stuff like that. I got hit a few times, get up, and immediately pulls out mace and then runs away. And I've never been maced before. It was okay. Just washed it out. I'm fine. This was literally 1 hour ago. So 100%, this doesn't make sense that it was a random person. He had it ready like that. And I'll handle everything. So don't worry about me. I got a lot of streams planned. We have that podcast in a second. I'm not going to harp on this forever. I have several ideas over who it could be, but I'm not going to, it's not, no point in speculating. I'll explain the whole story in a second. I have to go handle something. All right. I saw everybody reacted to this stuff. Let's just react to this. Let's respond to some stuff real quick. Right. It's all over my timeline, dude. Every single thing on the timeline. I also saw Ben Shapiro just made a new video. Ben Shapiro immediately, yeah. Did you see that? Okay, let me just explain the story real quick. Let me just explain it. Basically, bro, that had to have been a setup. It had to have been set up because look at the way he was like that, and he pulled out mace and he pepper sprayed my face. I never had pepper spray in my eyes before. He gets me, and I didn't even know what happened because I'm reading the chat. When I got hit, and I didn't get hit hard. I'm fine. I didn't get knocked out. It was nothing. Really, it didn't hurt. It was just surprising. It's just like, what the hell? What was that? I had no idea. I didn't see him. I'm walking around the guy, and then he swings. He hits me like in the forehead. I hit in the forehead, and I'm thinking, I thought it was like construction or something. I thought it was like I was confused. I'm like, what is that? And then he tries to take me down. We get to the floor. There's a little bit of a scuffle. Maybe you'll see the footage. Shout out to Waze. Waze helped pull him off.
My heart's fine.
I'm only 40. Ignoring your heart health risk is no way to go through the world. Take Bayer's 2-minute assessment at seeyourrisks.com to understand.
And the cameraman, something happened there. Don't want to say too much. We get up, and immediately when I get up, I see this. Imagine seeing that. I've seen that in movies. I look at him, and he's looking at me, pepper spray right in my face. Thanks for the sub, Scuba Ryan. Pepper sprays my face. And yeah, you guys are laughing. Yeah, it's hilarious, right? But the bigger thing here is that this was like, I really don't think that this was a random coincidence. I know there's crazy homeless people and stuff like that on the train or something, but I don't even think this guy was a hater. I don't think, because he would have said something. He didn't mention anything. I'll be 100% honest about what happened. People were saying that I should try to manipulate the situation. Wallahi, and I'm trying to get the street footage. Not saying that this was this. Right after, this is going to sound crazy. This is really going to sound crazy. Maybe I'll wait until I get the street footage. But I'll just say this. As soon as I get up and that happened, I'm waiting around the street and I'm like, I can't really see. I see there's like a group of 5 people step out of the building. A group of 5 people like step out of somewhere. And they say, oh man, this is going to get clipped. It seemed like they knew that was going to happen. It seemed like they knew that was going to happen. I'll say that.
Set you up, boy.
Yeah, there was a group of 5 people. And, okay, I'm getting a text. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me see some of the responses. Yeah, I don't know who, but from what I think somebody paid a guy to do that. That's what I think. So let's see some of the responses and stuff, but I'm okay. Alhamdulillah, I want everybody, someone clip this. I'm already seeing people are clipping this stuff. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay. I'm fine. Didn't get knocked out. I got pepper sprayed in the face. It's okay. I just washed it out. Everything's fine. They're going to talk about my chipped tooth. It's fine. This tooth was already chipped from something 2 years ago. It was a filling. Okay, so I didn't get hit hard. There's no marks on my face. Nothing. Nothing on my face. I'm okay. Clip that. Everybody trying to use this stuff. I'm seeing it's all over Twitter. People are even just coming up to me on the street and talking about it stuff. I appreciate everybody for sending a message of support and everything, asking if I need stuff. I appreciate that. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about me. This is not the first time that I've had to deal with some obstacles. You know, hopefully it's the last. And obviously the IRL streams without security, that's over. That's over. I don't think anybody should complain about that. That's done. I've been doing that for a while, but yeah, that doesn't make sense to do that. I should have been more on point in that situation. I was reading the chat. I pretty much have to always have my head on a swivel. And usually I am. You guys, if you see my IRL streams, I usually am head on a swivel, but I just, you know, I'm aware of potential threats if there's random civilians. I didn't expect to get, you know, like something set up that way. That's not ideal. And that's not what I expected. But yeah, that's the situation. And usually I have security when I do the 1 minute podcast, but I gotta be, yeah. So no more no security IRL streams. Makes sense. But yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Gideon's calling me. Yo, Gideon, I'm live right now.
Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. Don't worry.
Did you were you able to like find out who the dude was and press charges?
Yeah. All that's handled. No worries.
All right, man. I literally just saw what happened. I just wanted to call and make sure you're good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
What does that look like to you? I'm gonna react to the stuff, but I think I don't think that was a random guy. I think that was somebody. You know, I think that was set up.
Yeah, no, because it looked like from at least the way I saw it, you were sidestepping and
Yeah, I was walking around him.
Yeah, and like he deliberately walked back into you. So it wasn't no like, oh, you almost bumped into. It's like he knew you were there. At least to me.
Yeah.
Did he say your name
Who
or
the fuck
anything?
is this?
No, he didn't say my name, but he pepper sprayed me right after. Like when I was getting up, as soon as I get up, he pulls out pepper spray. It's like, it was, I mean, look, it's not that it's funny, but it is, you know, you see movies and stuff like that. You look up, imagine someone's pointing pepper spray right at your face.
You're a victim.
I get it all in my eyes. The fact that he pulled it out like that means he was ready. Like, I don't know. I've never seen somebody, or I don't think people act that way, you know, just ready to go like that with it in your front pocket. The way my cameraman said he pulls it out of his front pocket and does it like that. So he was ready to do this.
Dang, I mean, just check his bank account, bro. Did he get a $7,000 deposit?
That's anti-Semitic.
I did not bring up anything about any race. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I love everybody.
So do I. I love everybody too. I'm love speech. I've been trying to put out unity. I've been tweeting about the Pope. Shout out to the Pope standing there with at the mosque in Algeria. It's funny, that was my tweet right before. I'm trying my best to bring some unity, and I think it's important right now. Let me talk to the stream.
Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and open an account, and then you'll be able to capture high-quality video and audio from...
All right, my man. You be safe.
Hey, thanks for calling. Bye. I got to return a lot more calls, but yeah, now is important to try to bring more unity, which has been my whole message. That's the whole point of the love speech community, and I don't want people to get angry seeing this stuff. Thank you for worrying. Obviously, nobody should be worried. Does somebody give subs? But I didn't even see. Yeah, let's try to be more positive right now. You know, America's a place with free speech.
I'm about to eat.
My message is, let's remember what my message is. I want to bring more unity right now. I am against this war. I don't want more foreign influence that's predominantly from Israel in this country. I want more people to unite. I want people to follow God. And that's what I've been preaching all year long. And I will say, people that are falsely trying to miscategorize my narrative and my belief system for their own personal gain in their attacks. I just saw Ben Shapiro drop the video saying I'm anti-American and he's exposing me. Coincident, right after this happens. That is rhetoric that is inspiring more hatred. And we all could be better at that, all content creators. Especially after what happened to Charlie Kirk. It is pretty, yeah. But what I did see right afterwards, and that's why I want the street footage, I saw 5 people come out of a building. They're saying I have to go to the precinct. Fuck, bro. I can't go. I have the interview in 20 minutes. I have to go to the precinct? Bro, can I come afterwards?
Hey, yo.
I don't want to end the stream. I don't want to ditch the interview. Yeah, I'm going to miss the interview if I do that. And let's just stay on point, bro. We have important conversation. Take us IRL. I'm not going to stream in the fucking precinct. Should I? No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to let you.
Let's see if I come after the stream. Warner's here too. Warner just pulled up. Cops aren't going to help for shit. I mean, look, shout out to NYPD. They were very slow. I'm not going to... Yeah, they were very slow. And I see people saying, oh, you're ratting, you're snitching. It was live on stream. You have to go to the police for something like this. But, yeah, stuff's handled already. Don't worry about that. But yeah, you have to go to the police.
Come on, gang. Civilian, bro.
They made you wait. Yeah, they made me wait, bro. They took stupid long. Thanks for the 5 subs, Zaf. Do you guys agree? I mean, should we watch it back? Let's watch it back.
If you want me to laugh again,
I just don't. That doesn't make any sense that was a random person. And then, yeah, he ran away right after. He ran. Wallahi, he ran away right after. He pepper sprays me. He tries to pepper spray Waze, my cameraman, and then runs away.
I don't think that was random or, you know what I mean? That ain't no coincidence, bro. Something like that. The way you've been running your mouth.
Why are you texting me? What are you saying? No, to what? What are you saying no to?
I don't think that shit was random, bro.
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. I came right back. This is what I did right when I came back home. Just came back home, washed my face. I'm not going to lie. When I was I took a cab home. And I just was like wiping the pepper spray with a napkin. As soon as I got home, I just washed my face and I prayed Asr. And it's Maghrib. It's time to pray Maghrib right now. So, that's it. It burned a little bit, but that's okay. My eyes don't look red. They look fine. What are you saying? Yeah, I gotta do this interview. Maybe I'll try to do the interview a little shorter. Skip the interview? No. What is? No. We keep on going, bro. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay. Let's go see it. It's already circulated everywhere, so might as well just. I mean, it's not like I'm showing anything new.
Upwork puts the world's best freelance talent right at our fingertips. We
Oh, you guys privated the stream? There's no point in privating the stream. The clip's already everywhere. Let's make the VODs public. It's fine. What's the difference at this point? You think it was a setup? What do you think, Convi? Let's go see.
Waste of space, like God created you and you've done. What the?
So look, he's already ready to swing. He's already ready to swing. He didn't hear what I was saying. He identified it. He knew where I was.
He's gonna shock the shit out you.
So, see, some people are saying it's a stream sniper. He's already ready.
You pussy.
So he hits me. Didn't hit me clean. He got me like on the forehead. I'm not knocked out. And then he tries to pull me over here. Scuffle on the floor. Some stuff happens. You'll see the footage.
Your cameraman, pussy. Like, damn, your cameraman wasn't rocking?
There's just no way. We'll figure it out.
Your cameraman wasn't rocking, bro.
You okay? Yeah. Don't I look okay?
Say cheese, dickhead.
Calvin said I heard it's like Prime Tyson. Well, I didn't get knocked out. Prime Tyson, especially too, if you're gonna do a sucker punch like that, that's some bitch shit. Pussy behavior. Like, just do a sucker punch like that. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the chat.
This is what I'm talking about. This man talk about that's some bitch shit. That's some pussy shit, bro. The way you talk can be redeemed as the words of somebody with that type of character. You speak like somebody who ain't never got socked in their mouth before, and just like how you just mentioned, you seen like 5 people come out of a specific place. So now you starting to think like it might have been a setup. You probably speaking on certain things that certain people within this world that we living in, they're not too fond of you speaking on. So you found the right folks to speak on this time around. And, you know, it's looking like a setup to me, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, clear setup. That dude don't know you from a can of paint. Man don't know you. Regular fucking white guy. And he looked like he not really tapped it. I mean, just from looking at him, he looked like he not tapped into all this extra. What would a white guy with a burly beard, a Dr. Pepper shirt, and a beanie on in New York City would want with Sneako? What problems would he want? What do you want with you? Shit don't make no fucking sense. So obviously they sent him. They sent him. You know what I'm saying? And after I watch this video, I'm gonna go look up the most offensive things Sneako has ever said. Because I see clips of him here and there, and I don't want to be misguided in my approach with the situation, because I want to make sure what I think he's like known for through his history, I want to make sure that that's actually what, you know, I got the right guy. You know what I'm saying? Some of the actions and some of the things he said, I want to make sure this is the individual that said it. So after this video, I'm gonna go look up the most offensive things Sneako's ever said, and you know what I mean, see if the energy is actually matched with this character.
It could have been way worse. Alhamdulillah, it didn't go worse, but alhamdulillah.
Man,
it could have been a lot worse, bro. It's the first thing I said to Waze right after. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, barely landed. Barely landed. It could have been a knife. Yeah, it could have been worse. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this to Zohar Mamdani. The gun laws in New York City are very, very strict. It's not easy to carry like it is in Florida. In Florida, all you need is a driver's license. In Florida and Miami, I carry everywhere I go. If you're a resident If you have a driver's license, you're over 18, you can carry everywhere you go. You guys know that in Florida, I always have my Glock 19 everywhere I go. Thanks for the 50 subs, Cuff'em. But this is what, hopefully, I don't want this to...
Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you something, dog. If this is what it looked like when you not able to carry your weapon, you might need to move out of New York City. You a grown ass man that got sucker punched and slammed to the ground. Yeah, you might need to not go back or stop talking shit. Stop running your bitch ass mouth about a lot of things that are offending some people. Then, you know, things might fare well for you to where you won't even need a weapon in certain specific states. And when I say offending certain people, I'm not talking about, we can't say their name on here, but I ain't talking about them people. I just remember, like, it's hazy, but I remember him being very disrespectful to black folks with certain rhetoric from the past that we're going to pull up after this video. But I'm talking about black folks. You know what I'm saying? You ran your mouth and said a lot of disrespectful shit about black folks in the black community. And maybe if you just shut your dick suckers up, you know what I mean, and watch what you say about specific people, things wouldn't happen to you. Nah, this ain't no, black folks ain't sending this dude after you. That's them other people. More than likely. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. It might be them other people that sent it, but sooner or later, somebody was going to have to knock you to, or hit you in your mouth.
But this is something unique that would happen in New York City. Something like this is not going to be as common in Florida because people know that you have stand your ground in Florida. People know that you can carry in Florida. People know that the gun laws are very strict in Florida. Everywhere I go, I don't even take out my trash in Miami. I don't leave. I literally have my gun everywhere I go.
You have to.
New York City is not the same.
You can't fight.
So what happens is
you need a gun.
And he, like, they're saying that it's you know, if you, I got maced. I'm not.
You, boy, you better keep that motherfucker on you. Cause if a 5'7" white man with a Dr. Pepper shirt can sock you and UFC Komodo dragon lock your fucking head, you need to keep a pistol at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then here's the other thing too, though. That's how I know you need a weapon, because, okay, I don't respect dudes sucker punching. I don't respect that. But you get sucker punched, get taken down to the ground, and the way you recounting the story is you were able to get up from that situation and you looked him in his eyes enough to where he was able to pull out mace and spray it. You ain't swing at him. You ain't fight back. You're a pacifist. But the way you talk, you would think, you know what I'm saying, you some type of alpha, you know, I'm ready to die about mine type of dude, because you talk a lot of shit. But when you got up from the ground and you looked that boy eye to eye, no punches were thrown from your side, no kicks, you ain't even spit on him. One of the most disrespectful things you can ever do. You ain't spit on him. You continue to be a victim. You got attacked, slammed, stood up, didn't defend yourself, ended up getting maced. I mean, to be honest with you, let's say it did happen in Florida. Stand your ground. You get attacked like that, stand up. Is you even letting that bitch go? Is you even shooting them with your Glock? Because you ain't shooting a punch. You're not even throwing a punch. Bro, it take a lot to shoot somebody, dog. Like, oh, that stand your ground and be able to carry a Glock shit, cute. But do you got it in you as a man to down somebody? Pause. And stand over him. No all-star JR. You know what I'm saying?
there's no point in trying to hide this stuff. I got maced. This is a weapon. So now, because you are criminalizing people who carry a weapon here, you know.
And now he this political talking point. Now he's gonna point towards Mamdani, and he's gonna say Mamdani's policies can cause trouble because of based on the situation that just occurred. If he was able to carry, you still would have been sucker punched. All right, you still would have been sucker punched if that was a license to carry state. You still would have been sucker punched because what it sounds like is, or what it looks like for this setup, it looks like the dude didn't even know what you had on you. Gang, okay, you can't carry guns, licensed weapons like guns in New York City. Okay, cool, but he ain't know if you had a fucking Rambo knife on you. He ain't know if you had mace on you. He ain't know if you had a specific weapon on you. He still sucker punched you. He took the chance. So this, you trying to attack Mamdani's policies and shit like that, bro, it's corny. Stop it.
It gives people like criminals weapons, and then law-abiding citizens are at a disadvantage.
Shut up, nigga.
That's an issue.
Your bitch ass up.
This is a city with 8 million people.
Yo, you cannot make this ish up. So I'm on live on TikTok, right? Give me a game. I didn't buy
this.
He a weirdo too. What was that? The Fresh and Fit dude, part of Fresh and Fit. He a weirdo.
Yo, you cannot make this ish up. So I'm on live on TikTok, right? Give me a game. I didn't value, and they're spamming me. I'm like, why y'all spamming me so much? Kind of find out. Lo and behold,
why did he talk
Sneako
like
was attacked in New York City by this guy here in a maroon shirt. Look, I don't support violence at all.
You want to know what's funny? All these dudes that are mentioning how they don't support violence, they the ones that talk the most shit. I don't know what world dudes is living in, but when you talk a lot of shit, you better be able to, and they say things like, oh, it's freedom of speech. So you mean I can't talk about things that I want to talk about without being attacked? Oh, that's a barbaric way to view things in society. No, you have the freedom to speak about whatever you want to speak about, but when you're unjustly offending people with your rhetoric, people are gonna feel a type of way and they gonna want to come see you. So this weirdo that just I don't support violence. It's always the dudes that's saying they don't support violence that talk the most shit on the internet. Shit is odd to me. Stop talking shit. Get your point across without offending people. Like, if you can't get your point across without offending people, that goes to show that your brain.
Wait, I just woke up to the.
Who the fuck is that?
This fucking Sneako video.
Nah, Sonny would be in a crazy hospital. Why are you laughing like that?
Wait, I just.
Best clip I ever seen in my life. Literally, I'm celebrated right now. Fuck you, Sneako, from the bottom of my heart. You probably one of them dudes you offended. You probably offended one of his communities.
Woke up to the.
He lost a couple of he missing a couple chromosomes. Imagine getting socked, bro, and coming on the internet just to find out your shit going viral, nigga. This is worse than World Star. You got socked.
Anybody
man.
compile this stuff anywhere? Is it in Discord? Where's the best place to get this stuff quickly? I don't have much time. I have 15 minutes of the interview.
And as long as they didn't kill you, bro, we gonna keep making fun of you, nigga.
Is it in the community? I just look through the com.
They socked your bitch ass. He sneaked you. Sneako got snuck. Shit crazy. Dr. Pepper shirt, yeah.
Well, 4K. Kick champ. Like, why would you put this caption like this? Why would you put this caption like this?
Because being viral sells, dickhead. You should know that. Isn't that the reason why you talk? It's crazy the way you talk because it attracts views. Isn't that why you touch on some of the topics you touch on? Because it attracts views. That's why they put knocked out in capital letters. That's why they did that. Because they know it's going to draw more attention. It's going to go more viral if they say you got knocked out instead of you got snuck.
True.
Bitch.
I mean, yeah, I understand he's engagement farming, but...
Yo, you... Damn!
Pop your bitch.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What does Sneako do?
You bitch.
Yo!
Oh, shit.
Who put a bounty on Sneako?
That's what it looked like.
Whoa. Hey, bro.
Your cameraman, coffee.
What the fuck, bro? What is wrong with you? What the fuck wrong with you? Cameraman? Hello? What's your problem, bro? Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? What? Why is he running, bro? Help Sneako! Wait, did he even connect the punch? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, my God, bro. No? Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. How do you miss, Skank? He actually missed. He actually missed, and then he went to a chokehold. How do you miss?
He did miss. So, like, I know people are going to say, oh, your tooth. This, the tooth was chipped and it was a filling. It was from something from 2 years ago. You remember I got attacked? So,
damn,
it was already loose. Like, I think you've seen that for a while. It's the exact
you just
same
be getting
thing.
Attacked, bro.
People are going to start running and saying, run with that narrative. This is not my actual tooth. It was a filling from before.
Bro, how many times you be getting attacked,
Sneako do?
Do you got a big brother?
Probably.
Do you have a big brother?
I must have seen the clips or some shit.
Your big brother got to start handling your battles out here, bro.
Throwing up the hands, throwing up that one hand.
You out here just getting attacked?
Throwing up the hands, throwing up the one. Okay.
Dr. Pepperhead. Bro, Dr. Pepper snuck his ass.
Who is this little dude?
Sneako said he sent stuff in my DMs. Let's see.
Who is this dude? He funny as hell. This dude's crazy, bro. You just be getting attacked out here. So you got attacked.
It's loading. Give me a sec.
Your tooth got chipped 2 years ago when you got attacked. You got a filling, and now you just got attacked with your filling out. You just out here being a victim. But the way he talk and certain shit he said, I be thinking,
what the fuck?
Oh shit!
What the? Whoa. Hey, bro.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
This dude looking crazy.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. Scripted? There's a longer version of it? Let me see if there's a longer version. This apparently just happened. Wow, I don't care. I deserve for being retarded all the time? Nope.
This dude looked like one of the monsters from Whoville.
Nope. Anybody doing this needs to get locked up. We don't want to live in a world where you hear something that makes you mad on the internet and then you go and you punch somebody because it made you mad.
I'm starting to see a trend. He looked like one of them guys. Now, I don't know if this dude ever said something, he looks familiar though. I don't know if he's ever said something offensive to certain communities or groups of folks, but I will say this. if you don't agree with something somebody's saying as a content creator, that's one thing. This individual, bro, he said some very disheartening, distasteful shit on countless occasions. And like he just said, this ain't his first time being attacked. So the fact that some I'm starting to see a trend with certain content creators who might be pussy. Because what they keep trying to lean on is, well, I don't think anybody should be attacked for saying what they. No. If you said, hey, I don't like how certain people cause a ruckus in downtown Miami. They're being disorderly. Nobody should jump on you for saying that. But if you say, hey, all these black monkeys in downtown Miami act like they don't got a home, they need to go back to the hood. You should be punched in your mouth for talking like that. So y'all framing it as this whole, the content creators that are pussy, y'all framing it like, I don't think anybody should be attacked for their views. And if you disagree, that's probably not why he was, well, I mean, them people probably sent this dude to attack him, but he should have been socked long before for a lot of other heinous shit he said. So eat a dick and save it with all that. I don't think people should be attacked based off of what they believe in, bro. That's not what this is.
You can't. We can't live in a world like that.
Shut up.
Like, you can say it's staged or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it was staged or not. I mean, I have no idea. I mean,
he socked your bitch ass.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you would think that it was staged. I mean, there's nothing about this that really looks staged at all to me about it. You're right, but there's a limit. Not really. I mean, like, unless somebody's threatening to get... What about the guy that socked Johnny Somali? That's in a different country. Yeah, and also Johnny Somali was, like, repeatedly committing crimes, assaulting other people, and doing other things. Like, Sneako's just sitting there walking around. Like, I think that people should... Like, if anybody... Like, this is on the same spectrum. It's not the same thing. This is not the same thing. Charlie Kirk was 1,000 times worse, but this is on that same spectrum. This is a person who is out there talking, not engaging in violence at all, who has violence thrust on them. Nobody should be supporting this. Nobody should be advocating for this. Nobody should be downplaying this. Nobody should be talking about, haha, he gets what he deserves. We live in Western civilization. And in America, in many places in Europe, that means that we...
Bro, the people y'all voted for in fucking office are violating kids. The fuck? What are you talking about? We live in Western civilization. Whoever the fuck this dude is, cuz starting to piss me off. Cause he's trying to frame it like we should be civilized because of where we live. Our fucking government is looking crazy right now in the eyes of the world. You got a dude who just recently created an image of him being Jesus Christ, healing the sick and the poor. And every chance he gets to embarrass himself on X with a message, he sends it, he posts it. And now I don't know if Cuz be on his channel talking about, you know, how we can be better as, you know, a nation when it comes to our leadership and government. Maybe he talks about that. But that whole we live in Western civilization, this is what the West is all about. Ghetto shit. Government looking ghetto than a motherfucker. And society being turned upside down. This is the West. When was the West ever civilized? Was it when, you know, they owned slaves and was brutally murdering and killing slaves and forcing them to do heinous acts amongst each other? Was that when the West was civilized? Let's go back further. Were they civilized when they first, you know what I'm saying, Europeans first came here and the United States was the United States, and then they displaced millions of natives from their home? Was it civilized then? This nigga talk about Western civilization. Shut your bitch ass up.
You don't have people that just punch you out on the street because you said something that they didn't like on the internet.
New York City. Welcome to New York City. Fuck is he from? Yeah. Watch your mouth. I'm from Philly. Watch your mouth. nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You don't have people that just... Where are you from? Jesus on the Candle Man? Fuck is you from? Because you obviously living in a world of comfort. Grown-ass man.
We live in Western civilization. And in America, in many places in Europe, that means that we don't have people that just punch you out on the street because you said something that they didn't like on the internet.
Shit. People are doing drills because they don't like what people said on the internet. Where is he from? You got to be from the United States of America. But I want to know, like, what state are you from? Because you slipped Europe in there. You mustn't, bro, what? You don't think they do this in Europe? They don't pop on you and have pub fights? You don't think they don't get down like that in Europe? What bubble is cuz living in?
That's ridiculous.
He's right. He's completely right.
Shut your bitch ass
That's
up.
the correct take. That's the correct position. And seeing that from other streamers, like Jason, that reaction, best believe, man, if it happened to me, why do you not think that could happen to you too?
Who's Jason?
What, because you think that my rhetoric is worse? Do you even know what it is? What's Jason saying? Oh, because you put up one hand? That stuff's a joke. Second, there are a lot of other people out there that don't like what you say as well. There are a lot of people that think that you're wrong. There are a lot of other people that might also pay somebody to do something like that. You're finding it funny, but best believe if you're a public figure like that, if you're speaking up, if you're talking about what's going on in the world, which I do, I've been very publicly anti.
Shut the fuck up. This dude's a bitch. Bro, like, the last thing I remember from this dude was like months ago. That's when I used to live on Biscayne. Months ago, bro. Before I moved. It was a video of him, Andrew Tate, and them boys in a club in Miami playing the High Hitler song, bro. And he was, bro, you're a disgusting human being, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. You a disgusting human being. And now, okay, it's free Palestine. I think you took your Shahada recently, so now you Muslim. So you want peace in the Middle East. Cool, but that's now. You still have to atone for some of the shit you did recently. Like, you think what you're doing now, what you're talking about now, absolves you from all the offensive shit you said and did previously? Nah, brother. You have a digital footprint on the internet, brother. Like, you could have got popped on for any reason, any specific reason. It just so happens this time around, when you're speaking on something you feel is righteous for you to speak on, you got socked for it. You know why? Because all those 100 million times that you ain't get socked for saying the most heinous things you said before, it caught up to you. You got socked for this one.
Iran war, public about wanting unity, especially between Christians and Muslims.
There would never
if people
be
disagree with
unity.
that, you can see what happened to me. But if people disagree with you, best believe it could happen to you too.
Stop.
That was the wrong reaction.
Whoever you talking to, they should rebuke this shit. Just because you got socked, if that person doesn't deliver their views and thoughts the same way you do, how, you know, the hurtful shit you be saying, if they don't deliver their views and thoughts like that, and they just disagree with somebody, I doubt somebody's going to pay for them to get socked. It's a reason why you keep getting attacked. I don't see no other streamer getting physically beat on, bro. It's the reason why you keep getting beat on. You got bad juju on you, son.
Asmongold is the right take so far.
The right take. Shut your bitch ass up. This dude's a fucking clown, bro.
Hold on a second.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Let's see. Rampage.
Sneako, he okay. But that's some fucked up ass shit. If I was there, I would have beat that dude's ass. That's some bullshit. Sucker punch. He's just looking at his phone. Look at this. Who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, Sneako wasn't even paying attention.
That's Rampage Jackson?
You did. The dude don't even know how to punch. Good thing that punch didn't land though. It turned into a fucking choke.
Bitch, it looks like he put down the camera.
Rampage.
Well, it looked like the cameraman was helping though.
You did.
No, he's not gonna get banned for that. See, that's
Yeah, we got a handle. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing.
shit right there can happen to anybody. You're not really, paying attention and shit, but that shit turned to a motherfucking let me see.
Rear naked choke.
Right here. Bro, I would have been mad as fuck. Like you get caught off guard. Oh look.
Bro, you know what's funny here? I'm still reading the chat. I'm still reading my chat. I'm still reading the chat.
Yeah, cause you're a fiend. You got socked. He got you in a rear naked choke. I don't even know if that's the right name of the move. I just keep saying it because he's behind you and he's choking you. So pause. You're in a compromising position and you still reading chat because you're a fucking fiend, gang. Never did it once cross your mind, oh shit, let me drop my phone because I'm being attacked. You guys are bots. Something's off.
It took a while to register. I wasn't like, this is, usually I'm on point. I got to be better, but I'm literally still reading the chat here. At this point,
stop saying wallahi, bro.
It didn't register that I got hit. I was confused. I'm like, what was that? Because I didn't see him swing. I'm looking at my phone. I got to be more on point. Usually I am, but I was reading the chat and it was completely random. Like right before I was talking about gooners. I was making a joke about how gooners should be publicly, making a joke.
No. You see how he didn't finish that sentence? I was making a joke about how gooners should be publicly, making a joke. The reason why he didn't finish that sentence, bro, is because this dude's a disgusting human being. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about, right before he got socked in his stupid mouth, he was talking about how people who jerk off should be publicly executed. Somebody with a human soul, who fucking talks like that? If you don't believe people should be gooning or masturbating, cool, gang. It's how you say things. So anybody who participates or partakes in that act, forget them being, I don't know, intellectually depraved. Forget them being lost in faith. They just should be publicly executed. That's why he ain't finished the sentence, because he knows how wild that sounds. And look at it, bro. Look at his face. Hold up. How can I show his face? He's smiling like, hang on. Look at his face. He think this shit is funny. It's a joke that people people should be. It was a joke. I'm gonna rewind it. Bro. Hold up. Hang on.
And it was completely random. Like right before I was talking about gooners. I was making a joke about how gooners should be publicly, making a joke. And so right here, I'm like, what?
Gooners should be publicly, making a joke. What he said was they should be publicly executed. What normal human being talks like that? You fucking weirdo, you sociopath, psychopath. Publicly executed. That's why he didn't finish his sentence, bro. This is a vile human being. You sadistic son of a bitch.
What was that? I'm still trying to see what people are saying. So.
Yes. He probably gets off on pain. You probably get off on being a punching bag, because the way you talk, it's like you want to be a punching bag.
Point, I still didn't see him. Stupid.
It's two dudes. This guy right here ready trying to jump in too. Look at this gay ass stance this dude right here in. What the fuck is he on? First of all, what the fuck is he wearing? And why is he standing like that?
Shout out to Rampage.
Why these motherfuckers?
I have no idea who this was. I think he was thinking that he was gonna try to help. I didn't see him afterwards. This is the first time I'm even seeing this guy. I don't know who this is.
Fucking jumping Sneako. Man, I wish I was there. It was right there where it said word dream. I would have crashed that dude's head right into that motherfucking van, man.
See, here's the thing. I think Rampage and Sneako might be cool or something like that. Because the way Rampage talking, he's saying if he was there, he would have took up for Sneako. See, that's the thing with us. Black folk, if we cool with you and we see something unjust that might be happening with you, black folk definitely jump in there. We ain't letting you go out like that, especially if you got sucker punch. You know what I'm saying? I got family members, if it's a fair fight, my family members not letting me fight nobody one-on-one. Even though I'm like, nah, I got this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat them. They don't, my cousins don't believe in one-on-ones. Like, I'll start off the fight one-on-one and they gonna jump in. That's just how we are. We don't want nothing bad to happen to you. So I guess Rampage cool with him. That's why he's like, if I was out, I'd fucking crack that dude. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But other than that, Rampage wasn't there. It was just Sneako and his bitch ass cameraman. Let me stop going too hard on this cameraman, because at the end of the day, you just a cameraman, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just, your job is just to record this nigga, and you don't know what type of beefs he be having. Pause. You just a cameraman, gang.
I can't stand bitch ass motherfuckers that do bitch ass shit. Like, this some bitch.
Shout out to Rampage.
That shit.
Of course, shout out Rampage, because he's speaking on your behalf.
I think that guy wanted to pepper spray you, but he saw you weren't looking and punched E.
Potentially. Yeah, the pepper spray came out right away. He was ready for that. I think there's a valid point there. And
dude,
I think there's something to that.
Choked you and pepper sprayed you when you looked him in his eyes, bro. You're a victim.
Hold on.
This the dude that be stuttering all the time, that can barely talk.
Deserve to be publicly executed, yes.
Whoa, run that back. Listen.
Hold on.
Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed, yes.
You deserve to be publicly executed. You talk like this and walk the universe like nothing's gonna happen. Got news for you, buddy.
What are we talking about?
We talk about this. We talk about this. That's what we talking about.
Yo. What the
fuck is you talking about?
Hey bro.
What the fuck is that?
Put your life force into a sock?
What the fuck is that? It's not funny. I don't think it's funny at all. It's not funny at all. It's just that.
Of course you don't think it's funny. You probably don't come from violence.
It's fucking absurd.
Shout out to XQC. I appreciate that.
Appreciate what? You appreciate what the? This dude appreciate people saying, "Hey, that's not cool. You got punched."
Hey bro.
That's fucking dog shit.
Of course, right after Jake Future doing 6'7" is on the screen.
Bro, that's straight awful.
You're not the victim here. Guy on stream.
I don't care what anybody says. You don't attack them, especially if you know what they say. Buddy. If you justify violence for what somebody says, then you justify all the other fucking dog shit that people do.
I'm starting to see, and he got Jesus on the candle looking man on here again. I'm starting to see a link between these all these content creators. What they keep saying is, if you justify somebody being violent towards you just because of something you say, it's gonna justify a whole bunch of other dog shit. What they're forgetting is there's specific things that shouldn't be said when we're living in a society that preaches civility. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep acting like this dude is just disagreeing with folks in a calm fashion. Right before he got socked, and to be honest with you, bro, if you can't get women, if you can't, you know what I'm saying, if you having a hard time with the opposite sex and you choose to go goon in your room, your apartment, your house, wherever I couldn't give a fuck less. Something like that is not on my mind. Because I don't have a problem with speaking with women and nothing like that. So my mind wouldn't be focused on folks who can't get ass and they gooning. You know what I'm saying? But if you detest it, okay. Yo, bro, if you're a grown man and you dealing with masturbation and you gooning all that, I'm here to tell you, bro, stop doing that. That ain't cool. That's whack. Versus, if you're a gooner, you should be publicly executed. Sometimes it's not about what you say, it's how you're saying it, bro. In that sentiment, I agree with him. Bro, stop jacking off all day. Gain you some confidence. Be a man. Get up and go out there. Get your feet wet outside. I agree with that sentiment. I would never say it like that, though. Then it'd be murdered publicly because they beat off a lot. Y'all trying to set up a case to where, oh, just y'all attacked him just because y'all ain't like what he said. Is deeper than that. If this specific scenario is because some folks ain't like what he said, that's one thing. But he should have got socked a long time ago for a lot of the things he said previously. And like I said, it's like one more minute of this video. After the video, we gonna get into this individual that y'all keep, you know what I'm saying, caping for and saying, oh, I don't think that's awful. I don't think anybody should, you know, do something to that magnitude just because you don't agree with. We're gonna see some of the things he said recently and in his past to see why maybe this sucker punch might have been like just.
That's god awful. Like, what a joke. What is wrong with you?
That's the correct take. That's the correct take.
That's the correct take. Because he's vehemently going against somebody who socked you in your mouth. That's the correct take. Who the fuck? And then look at his face. He has a conniving, sneaky little face. His name being Sneako is perfect for him because he always look like he up to something. Look at his face. That's the correct take. It's like he's basking in this shit.
Yeah, there's lots of evil eye, bro. There's lots of jealousy, lots of hatred out there.
If y'all jealous of this dude, bro, bro.
Does anyone have the clavicular clip? I saw he said something.
What? What are you talking? Sneako knocked it. Wait, hold on. Did he actually? Wait, Sneako just got attacked.
Yeah, you deserve to be publicly executed, yes.
What?
What are we talking about?
Oh, hell no. What the fuck?
Hey, bro, hey, bro, hey, bro.
What the fuck was that?
Put your life force into a sock?
Dude, what? The fuck? Oh, it's like... Yo, that's fucked, bro.
God, bro.
Sneako.
You can tell when folks not used to violence. I ain't trying to see a fucking advertisement, bro. All right. You can tell when folks not used to violence, bro. Hey, oh my God, what the fuck? Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah, your homie that's been talking shit for 18 years got socked. Whoop-de-doo. Sneako's most. Let's go savage moments. Let's see. Now I'm gonna look for a recent one too, Cause this says 2 years ago. We ain't doing that. 3 years ago. 6 months ago. Sneako almost tears up speaking of on the brutal attack that left him toothless. That seems like clickbait. There you go. Moments before he got brutally attacked. Let me see. Now let's go. Sneako. Disrespectful. Sneako, Dr. Disrespect? Let's see what that's about. Oh, no, that's somebody named Dr. Disrespect. Hold on. Let me just be direct, bro. Sneako disrespects black people. Let's see if something comes up. So 2 months ago, Sneako on Ye apologizing for anti-black and anti-Jewish comments. What's this 2 months ago? What is it? A flashback? You know what I'm saying? Black guy confronts Sneako for being racist.
Racist? Who am I racist to?
Why are you so racist?
Huh?
Why are you so racist?
I'm racist?
Yeah.
Who am I racist to? I'm not racist. What made you think I'm racist?
Just like the people you hang around, like some of your like political.
I hang around. How do you guys know each other?
I got yelled at by the black Israelites today. That's cool. I like that y'all keeping that tradition alive here. That's if you don't know what the black Israelite.
Not because it's inherent racism, it's because Asians are easy targets and black people are go-getters. Asians are the easy fucking target in that scenario. Crackhead sees some easy fucking victim.
I'm saying like the point that you're bringing up, the fact that they are black people insinuates that the reason it's happening has to do with the fact that they are black, when in fact I believe it's because these are people who are on drugs, these are criminals, these are poorly educated.
It's not because they're black, but it's black people doing it.
I mean, because my stance is, I don't believe that there is this like racism towards Asian people from the black community. But I do believe that it does exist in the Asian community towards black people.
I see what you're saying. Definitely.
But do you agree with that, or do you think that's like, do you think it's prevalent in the Asian community? Do you think it's just a small little?
Yeah, do y'all feel hate from Asians ever?
Nah,
Nah, right?
Nah.
She's smiling. Not because it's in sneak. When a black billionaire meets a white billionaire, do you think there's any racism? Do you think they care? He's a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. Both are yachts.
I think black people are not irredeemable.
I'm not saying black Americans are stupid. I'm saying the culture is destructive. What is positive about black American culture? Where's the positivity? People say jazz. Nobody listens to jazz. Turn up that blues. Hey, yo, get the aux. I'm trying to listen to some Miles Davis. Doesn't happen. Of course, there are some positive things about it. Like I think what AMP does is positive. But the actual culture is based around being proud that you are hood. I'm bougie and I'm hood. I need a bag. I'm saying black
and black people be racist.
Hell yeah, we racist as fuck.
Yes, we can to our own race.
I think black people are racist.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because we are.
Last week, yay.
Would win.
This shit already making.
I could hear the responses to this conversation right now. I'm sure you probably thought of it too. Where people on Twitter, when they see this conversation, they'll be like, who are Adam and Sneako to talk about the black community? They're not black. But that's the only community that really ever says this, right? I'm mixed. You could talk about I talk about every ethnicity. I talk about we've talked about white people. I talk about the Asian community, the Spanish community, the Jewish community, the Muslim, everything. And nobody else says, you can't talk about this unless you're us, besides black people. And it's like, this is what's also holding the community back. This is what's preventing progression, where Like Ye said it great. It's like the only thing you gatekeep are braids. The Jewish people can gatekeep, have real estate, can have media conglomerate, like they can own countries and politicians, and black people have braids in the M word. It's like when you don't allow conversation to happen, when you prevent constructive dialogue, then you don't get to see the flaws and you don't get to see the cracks.
No, I totally agree. And yeah, that's the kind of stuff that should get you laughed out of the room if you say that in a serious conversation. Like, oh.
Shut up, Adam 22. Sneako mix? Fuck he mix with. Hold up now.
There were videos that you weren't being as respectful to Islam. That was taken out of context. I was actually making fun of like pride parades and stuff like that, and I was doing the prayer as a result. I was actually making fun of haram behavior. They clip it out of context, and it just looks like I'm mocking Islam when I'm not really. I was actually mocking haram. There were videos that you weren't being as respectful.
This dude's making fun of Muslims, bro. Hang on.
Have you thought about what's going to happen when your kid starts finding out about this stuff?
Maybe she could like get it in steps. Like, oh, mom is a model. Mom's doing a photo shoot today. Like people, oh, mom makes money because people like the photos of mom.
Mom's getting BBC'd. Have you thought about what's going to happen when your kid starts finding out?
Bro, these guys, bro. Let me see.
Non-negotiables is she has to be nice. She has to at least go to Juma. Well, no, she doesn't go to Juma. That's just us. She has to be on Dean as much as she can be.
He just converted.
And she has to be beautiful.
Okay.
Has to be nice to be around. You know, I don't have crazy standards as long as we get along.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I want the meher. I want $100,000 meher. I want all the gold. I want a G-Wagon.
The girl gets the
I know, but that's my non. I want a golden G-Wagon for my meher. Okay. Inshallah, inshallah.
This guy said inshallah. Let me see.
You're a therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm a psychiatrist.
I don't believe in therapy, and I think it's a scam.
Do you think gentrification is about white people?
Bro, what's going on? Let me see.
Like Phila.
That's why I asked you. You know more about me. I'm learning more.
You were asking me why I did not resonate with the religion, and that was my answer. Now I'm asking you, why do you resonate with the religion besides just saying that there's one God and then saying that OnlyFans girls are bad? Tell me why you connect with Islam aside from hoe shaming.
Hoe shaming?
Yeah, you pretty much just said you like Islam because you don't like
they have specific
the
rules.
alternative.
It fixes all the problems that I see in the West. And if everything is wrong here, then there must be truth. If everything is false, then there must be truth.
Okay, Islam good because Cardi B bad?
That's not what I said. Then tell me. I mean.
So this guy just converted to Islam?
What the future father of your children thinks about you right now.
What I'm doing at 21 on my Instagram? No, honey. I don't care. My soulmate.
Probably like a conservative, not a Republican, but no, I don't drink.
You just call her.
Probably like a conservative, not a Republican, but no, I don't drink.
You just call her a racist? Yeah, it's a college kid's conservative means racist.
You called me a racist?
Yeah, I am.
What have I said that's racist?
That's very, very bad.
Name one thing. Ready? She's not gonna have nothing.
Just one thing. Just one thing.
You guys think she's racist?
Nope. You just. I think this because this is what a white woman who's conservative is. She is racist. She couldn't answer it. She's getting crowd support, and they're gonna go flip her off later.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, everybody agrees. Give me one thing I've said or done that's racist. Well,
Nope. But they all. Yes. Yes. Bots. Bots. All in unison. Yes. This is the right opinion. Beep boop. Racist. I'm woke.
I'm asking her. She accused me of being racist. I do want to know one thing I've said that's racist.
I would like to hear her stuff.
Do you call?
What the fuck? That you're able to walk around and make accusations like that, just like you're a misogynist incel, you're a racist. Okay, what have I said?
Open up an LLC in Delaware. If you don't live in Delaware, which none of you do, open up an online residence, an online address in Delaware. They got the lowest income tax in the country.
I'm a black woman. You seriously asking me that question?
Lowest income tax in the country. Don't tell them I told you that.
What was the last racist thought you had?
I'm a black woman. You seriously asking me that question?
Why can't white people rap?
I slanted my eyes because an Asian kid had all the answers in class.
I got played by a guy that wanted me first. I got ghosted by my boyfriend of 8 months. Guys only want me for my ass.
Man, not be in my stream anymore. I don't fuck with you. Opie,
It should be chopstick tape.
If you say chopstick tape, you're equally as racist.
Because Sneako is Asian.
Thank you for explaining that very simple joke.
Why are you associated with food?
What?
Why
Why
you linked to
taco
food?
as in taco that you're eating? Or I don't get the joke.
Family court system is biased against men. False paternity, false accusations, prison sentencing disparity.
And they don't even think it's wrong because they always think they're the victim. I've been in situations like that.
A wifey that will take care of your kids, work, that's not a bum, doesn't have to pay for everything.
Every woman is supposed to do that. The bare.
They wouldn't know what to do.
Bruh.
They would not know what to do. And I feel like
Chat, I did not.
Fake with EDP.
Why does Michael Jackson always date 25-year-olds? Because there's 20 of them. Like, I'm tired of that mentality, JD. I'm tired of like people having to navigate around the system and stuff like that. I'm being myself. I amplify for the camera, but I'm being myself. You're telling me to calm it down so that they don't delete my shit. But people, and the reason that like people are so that I can captivate people is because it's so rare to even see that in the first place. And I just want to completely disregard all that shit, bro. I just want to go around all of that. And I know that like if they do try to delete me, there's gonna be an absence of that, of someone who doesn't give a fuck. Because you give a fuck. And I really don't care. I'm just like a troll in the chat. I'm just like a troll. I come from the trenches of 4chan at the bottom. Man, like I'm just that angry guy. You saw me in the Bible, bro. I'm just there like try to troll and spam. Like I try to keep the people entertained, man. That's all I care about.
But that's the thing, but I know you, man. You do care. You do care, man.
You're in a bar or a club and you see a man you're attracted to. How do you hit on him? What do?
You look in his direction.
how do I hit on him? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give him that little side eye.
Yep. This is how women.
I've never done stand-up before. I'm just gonna tell some stupid shit. Everyone? No. I've never done stand-up before. I'm just gonna tell some stupid.
Tell Nico that he is not allowed to post what he did today like anywhere. It was offensive and not okay. He cannot post that video anywhere. What happened? His jokes were extremely offensive. What did he say? He made racist Southern jokes, gender jokes, religious jokes, suicide jokes, and gun jokes.
Jokes. So these lights up right. If you could help me out with that, that'd be great.
I just had to find the right word to type in.
There's a lot of people that forget Jesus. Why do you? Which one of you spiked my drink last night?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of funny.
I'm just joking.
That's
There's a lot of
kinda-
pretty sorority girls. You know, you guys look like the people who used to bully me in middle school.
That's kind of
You guys
funny.
look like you bully each other.
It's when you spiked my drink last night.
I'm sorry. I'm going through like a borderline
life crisis right now. Like, I haven't done stand-up. This is my first time doing this stuff. I drove down to the South, and I like to see new cultures. I like to see new people. I realize that Southern hospitality is real, you know? New York, we're all mean. To get here, I was on the 1 train, and some guy jumped into the tracks. Like, I've never seen that before. He jumped into the tracks, but I ignored him. I didn't do anything, because I'm a New Yorker. That's what we do. You see a homeless guy, you don't give money. But I saw 5 guys instantly went to go help him out. I'm like, that's actually kind of nice. I didn't expect that from New Yorkers. They went and they grabbed him. But they didn't actually care that he was committing suicide. They just wanted to get to work on time. They're like, yo, go in the 2-3. I'm not trying to get this delayed. That's what I expected from New Yorkers. But in the South, it's different. They talk to you, and they're so nice that you forget all like the preconceived stereotypes and all everything you heard about the race. It's actually funny. It's an easy travel. You guys are easy. My friend. You know, I think everybody has these preconceived perceptions, and they follow that, and they stick to that. You gotta think outside the box, man. You see how uncomfortable the room is now? I'm talking about God and stuff like that. Is that okay? I feel like a lot of you, I don't know, we're just kind of dying, you know? I feel that. I feel the awkwardness. People chatting in the back.
He was a comedian before? What's this kid's whole thing? I keep calling him a kid. He probably old as hell.
Down south, the pink clock, she's probably going to be homophobic, right? And we always act surprised when they go on TV, they say something, and they get fired. Like, what did you think that she thought, this lady down south? You think that she was going to have some progressive beliefs about gender norms and about homophobia? No. Like, if my daughter Sally was trans, I'd be fine with it. That's not how they think. Just like you guys up here think that there's 40 genders. I'm not going to judge you, but that's the way they think. That's the way they think. No, I'm not even sticking to one side either. That's just how it is. You got to think outside the box. You got to think outside the box, or else you're just going to not get a tattoo when you should.
What? How was this?
Judges?
Let's start a YouTube channel.
That's the guy that gave you the idea. Oh God, you should start a YouTube channel, man. God, sometimes, bro, all eyes is on me. Can't spend all eyes is on my It's Chicago.
I'm the villain.
Okay, so this dude. Oh, this dude, bro. Okay. The fact that he hang around this brown dude. I done seen so many clips of this fresh and fit thing circulate. Back when Kevin Samuels was alive, I think that was the rise of like the manosphere and shit like that. That was like the inception of it all. This dude, I think his name is Myron, off of the Fresh and Fit channel, right? This is who this Sneako guy hangs with. If you didn't think the universe and karma was gonna come back around to a random guy in New York City punching you in the fucking mouth, I don't know what to tell you. You hanging with this guy, and I don't know if that's Nick Fuentes in the cut. I don't know, but
I'm the villain.
These are the type of dudes he hangs with. Look at him. I think that is Nick Fuentes in the cut to the right of Sneako, laughing, smiling. What's funny about this? Is this freedom of speech? This right here, you hanging around dudes that do this type of shit? Is that freedom of speech? What's funny about that?
That shit about lame as hell, bro.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler?
Y'all in a Sprinter van bumping this.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler?
That is Nick Fuentes booger eating ass in the back. He a fucking bot too. All smile. And then you're around a bunch of... He said he was mixed. I'm about to Google cuz and see what he mixed with, but I thought he was Arabic or some shit. I thought he was Middle Eastern. But he said he probably mixed with Middle Eastern. But I'm gonna Google and see what cuz mixed with. But you in a Sprinter van with a bunch of dudes who aren't black and they just letting the N-word fly. Nigga this, nigga that. And you just all smiles.
I put the car on a bitch. She reaching down on my pants. She got the rope in her hands.
Look at this fucking weird. He's so lame. Gang.
She reaching down on my pants. She got the rope in her hands.
Look at this lame. Look at this dude, bro. When was this ever cool? Jewish people are not even like people I necessarily got beef with. And I wouldn't even joke with some shit like this. When was that cool to do? And this who Sneako was hanging around. You know what I'm saying? He's still hanging around Myron to this day, low key. From what I've seen recently.
That shit kind of funny.
I know that's not Andrew Tate, bro. This shit all bad, bro.
But everybody in that way about lame as hell, bro.
No bullshit. Y'all about lame than a bitch. And that's not even where it ends, gang. I think he went up into the club and was playing a song in the club. They ended up banning him from Miami clubs or some shit like that. Oh, God, bro.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Clavicular. Tristan Tate. Who's Tristan Tate? Probably his brother or something. Andrew Tate, Sneako, Myron Gaines, and Nick Fuentes were caught vibing in a Miami club after convincing a DJ to spin the uncensored cut of Ye's band track Double H, turning the night into a chaotic headline-grabbing moments and sent social media wild. Type of shit you'll do for fame, right? If I'm not from what I remember, I think Andrew Tate threw him under the bus or some shit like that. And he was like, what? That's some bullshit.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Nick Fuentes is such a fucking bot, bro. He a weirdo. Bro. Man, it just... I don't know, bro. This is the type of dude you hang around and try to get exception from. I think, I'm not gonna hold you, I think he's like... I don't know if he knows what I don't know, bro. I don't think he knows where the line is. Like, you can cross a specific line to where it's like, this is not fun and games anymore, bro. You gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Your friends left you out to dry.
I introduce you to the Red Pill Avengers. Yeah, the biggest supporters of the Austrian painter. You know what I'm saying? These dudes got in trouble for singing HH by Kanye West, aka Yade Yeezy. Yeah, you know who Yade Yeezy is, right? Who would have thought in 2026 the biggest supporters of the Austrian painter would be two mixed race brothers, a mixed race Haitian Muslim guy, a Muslim Sudanese Arab, a Mexican, and a red.
Hold up, bro. Bring that back.
The biggest supporters of the Austrian painter would be two mixed race brothers, a mixed race Haitian Muslim guy.
A mixed race Haitian Muslim guy? He not talking about Myron, is he? Let me look up what, hold up.
A Muslim Sudanese Arab, a Mexican, and a black pale guy who's obsessed with his looks and takes illegal substances for his look's sake.
Hold up, bro.
This world is crazy, bro. I'm pretty sure if you resurrect this guy himself, he'll put you in them damn camps and he'll spit on all your faces. Because he's like, you're not me, bro. You don't represent what I represent, okay? And that's that pure Aryan mindset. If you still follow this red pill nonsense, you guys need help, okay? You need to get some help, man. Huh? This is a joke.
Hold up, bro. What's Sneako's ethnicity, gang?
You black, you look like you mixed with something.
Yeah, I'm black, Asian, and white. I'm half Filipino. My dad is half black, half white.
Oh, amazing. You black, you look like you mixed with something.
Yeah, I'm black, Asian, and white. I'm half Filipino. My dad is half black, half white.
Hold up, bro. Let me go to the comments. The Filipino gene is strong. So he's Puerto Rican, basically. I thought he was Mexican. Sneako, what the fuck? I mean, that Asian, I mean, yeah. Hold up, bro.
A necessity.
What's your necessity? What necessity are you? Oh, that word for the color. Shit. Hey, what?
Which ethnicity do you think is the best?
Let's try to guess the ethnicity of these YouTubers. I've never thought about this. I always figured he was white and maybe like a tad Asian, so maybe like 20. Let's try to guess the ethnicity of these YouTubers. I've never thought about this. I always figured he was white and maybe like a tad Asian, so maybe like 25% Chinese and then Caucasian, European and Native American. Okay, interesting. Kai is Caribbean for sure. I don't know where, probably like Barbados or something. Trinidad, all right, not a bad guess.
Kai Haitian too,
Anthony
bro.
Padilla. Well, definitely at least a little Spanish. Maybe
like
fully, actually. I can see that. No, Filipino as well. Okay, cool. Aiden Ross is Jewish for sure. Yep. I think Casey Neistat's also Jewish, right? Yep, back to back. FaZe Rug is Middle Eastern. I don't know where exactly. I would guess maybe Iranian. He looks like this one Iranian professor that I had. Assyrian, Iraqi, okay. And then Sniper Wolf. I feel like she's Greek. I don't know why, but I've always thought that. Turkish and Greek, okay. What a mix. Let's try to guess the ethnicity of these YouTubers. I've never thought about this. I always figured he was white and maybe like a tad Asian, so maybe like 25% Chinese and then Caucasian, European and Native American.
Let's see. His mother's from the Philippines. He was born in New York City. Shoot the lights out. Fuck it, let's go Wikipedia, gang. One thing about Wikipedia, they gonna have it on here. Sneako was banned from YouTube and Twitch the following year. From his removals, he began streaming on Rumble, where he became popular with young male viewers. 24 hours brief stream. He also was banned from TikTok. Why you got banned? What they banning you for? You know what I'm saying? Personal life. So you converted to Islam and moved to Miami in 2023. So you a new Muslim, huh? You've been a Muslim for what, 3 years? Still smoking cigarettes though. Oh, we ain't gonna do all that. I'm trying to see his family background. Like, who's your father? Nicholas Ken D. Balindaze. Damn, boy. He gained prominence, early YouTube work. Hold up, bro. What's the real background behind the creator? This was February. This was written in February. This has been a lot on mine. Creator influence. Background. Born in New York. Of mixed heritage with roots. Oh, fuck, bro. Bro, the only reason why I kept looking for this dude's ethnicity to see what he was, because when I heard that dude make the video and said, who would have thought somebody pushing his agenda would have been two mixed race people, one being Arab and Sudanese, I already knew that was Myron. And he said the other one being Haitian mixed with, when I heard Haitian, I'm like, bro, please. I hope it's not this dude. So Sneako, he got Haitian and Filipino roots. Society. The more consistent reported components of the mixed arts, Filipino and Haitian heritage. Who the fuck in his family's Haitian, bro? Because he said his dad was black and white. Is his dad Haitian? Oh, bro, this dude, bro. I'm not a fan, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, man. They packed you out, gang. But all in all, he gonna be alright. You gonna be alright, man. Watch your mouth, youngin'. Watch what you say. Watch who you offend. I mean, that's all I gotta say on the situation. I'm not necessarily... Bro, you got punched, bro. You got snuffed. Like, you still live to see another day. It ain't like something catastrophic happened to you. You know what I'm saying? I think I wasn't able to find a lot of the reasons why you was banned, but you know, I got a strong memory. And what I do remember is you being very, very offensive when it came to certain communities. And I was like, damn, why don't somebody knock this kid the fuck out? But couldn't find those videos. You know, might be a reason for that. Internet got scrubbed to that. But nonetheless, bro, you just got punched, bro. You got on, you know what I'm saying? You got on YouTube after it happened, and I mean, it ain't that deep, bro. You can go get your filling back, fix your tooth, like, it ain't that deep, honestly. And the thing, this is my first stream. And my first stream, I just wanted to spark the stream up and just, you know, talk about how moving has been, you know, extra for me, and how things is just, you know, just an update on how things is going. My first stream in a new spot. There's a lot of echo because my furniture not here yet. But I did not think I was gonna stumble across some Sneako content. I didn't think that was what was gonna happen. But hey, you know, you live and you learn. Things happen. I will say one thing though. For all content creators out there, bro, if you're in some controversial topics, stop walking these streets without your head being on a swivel, bro. You can't say what you want about controversial things and just think, whoa, I should have the right to walk this earth peacefully as it. No, other people don't think that way. You have differing views or you touching hot topics that can be perceived as, you know, you going too far. It's going to be somebody out there that's ready to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it won't happen to you. Keep your head on a swivel, gang. But, yeah, what time is it? Where's my phone? Man, what? It's 5:42 right now in Miami. I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna, I don't know. It's an IHOP down the street. It's not down the street, but I gotta talk a specific way so I won't let folks know where I'm at. I don't want nobody to know my location, honestly. Like, I'll let you know where I'm at when I leave, when I move up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'll probably go get some breakfast somewhere. It's super early. I might get I don't know, I might pump iron. I might go hit the gym too. I don't know, something. But yeah, man. First stream in a new spot. I can't wait till all my stuff get here later on this week so I can actually set up and be in my vibe. Like, you know what I mean? And my energy's so low because I'm drained, but I normally got better energy than this. And we gonna be set up in the living room. You know, it's a nice view outside on my balcony, and you know, I think the next time I go live, I'll probably go live later on today. I ain't gonna lie. With all this stuff going on, who knows what's gonna be in content creation news following this whole Sneako thing. But yeah, I started off with a video, bro. I started off with a video talking about friends and friendships and blah blah. It ended up on Sneako. This shit crazy. I don't know. Streaming might be it, bro. It might be. You know what I'm saying? If I can just go from one topic to another that easily, I don't know. Streaming might be it. But yeah, man. I don't know. I'll probably stream later, or probably won't stream until all my stuff come here Friday. I don't know. We'll see, but.